Good morning, there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Amazon Prime Day Valorant Championship, brought to you in association with LG Ultragear, Steelseries, Logitech, and Corsair. You guys are tuning in for day number 7 quarterfinal match between Team T69 and Team Gennex Esports. I'm your host, Assassin47, and your caster as well. With me on on board is Aggressive. How are you feeling, Aggressive?
Honestly, this match is going to be one for the books. And at this point, Assassin is C69 versus Gennex. And Gennex as a team, you may be questioning, are they the underdogs or are they the big dogs here? I'm going to say they're going to be the big dogs, and these two teams are very evenly matched because Gennex Esports have a lot of names that we know and love. It's going to be players like Clouda, Rio, and INQ coming on down through from their end. So you can pretty much be damn sure that this match is going to be a close one, possibly going on over the 3 maps.
Well, definitely. I mean, Team T69 and Team Gennex Esports, right? Like, both of them, they carry their own style and the way they play in and around all of these maps as well. To be honest, I'm pretty much sure that Gennex Esports, they are a team that, sort of, a team that have been formed by a couple of friends coming together from different teams. And the last time we did see them, right, I expected them to just have tons and tons of fun and just breeze through the match as well. But to be honest, despite having that amount of fun, they still managed to put up that big W. like
Mhm.
like there were moments where Team Gennex Esports, they kind of had moments where some of the players, they were just going aggressive, they're dying right at the start of the round, but still they managed to put up that win, and they put it in style as well. And now they're here in the quarterfinal stages of the Amazon Prime Day Valorant Championship. Now the thing is that Team T69, they are eyeing to take that championship trophy as well for the side of Amazon Prime Day Valorant Championship. So the thing is that if Gennex Esports are not going to be careful about this specific match, then they might not be able to move forward into the next stages as well. And Team T69, we know for a fact that they have been, you know, uh, picking and prodding around the idea of taking down all of these other teams out there in the tournament as well. So yeah, we are looking forward to nothing but the best from both of these teams. Speaking of best, you guys should go ahead and check out some of the best deals on the Amazon Prime Day sale happening on the 26th and 27th of July later this month. All you have to do is click on the link down in the description below, or the link that is pinned in the chat section, and you'll be redirected straight to the Amazon page where you can browse through the sale and get some of the slick deals on brands such as LG Ultragear, Logitech, Steelseries, and Corsair. But hey, Aggressive, I feel like, Team T69, we are going to be seeing some interesting map veto coming out from them as well. Gennex Esports, they mostly are gonna try and put maps like Ascent in there. Maybe we might just see Ascent and Haven as well. You never really know. Only time will tell. Once the
Yep.
maps will once the maps are going to be decided, we are going to be running through the specific map veto as well. But Aggressive, what are your thoughts on Team T69 as a unit?
Honestly, Team T69, they have proved themselves over and over again to be a team that can be very dominant in a very flashy way. And I literally mean in a flashy way because Bad Love picking up a Euro, hitting a 4K down towards the side of A main, an absolutely incredible play coming on down through from him. And will he be picking up the Euro again? Possibly if we do see the map of Bayern. So I'm like, I'm like clapping my hands together and I'm just praying that it does happen because Bad Love on Euro, I really want to see that. But at the same time, Sammy on that Astra, it's a little bit questionable. But at the same time, hey, it's Sammy. He can do pretty much anything and can bring his A game down the table every single time. And when I consider the side of T69 as a unit, they perform admirably. They know exactly what they need to do. And they have that team play coordination, even though they don't practice as often. And as a team, they can grow so much and they can take the entire esports world by storm. But against the side of Gennex, they need to just step it up a lot more because considering the experience levels of a lot of the players towards the side of Gen X, they have their work cut out for them because I'm very sure that Gen X, they're not going to be going easy and they're hungry for the victory as well.
Well, you know what? To be honest, I'm very, very excited because we just got the map veto as well. And interestingly, we are going to be seeing the map veto go as in Bind, Ascent, and Haven. So
Mm-hmm.
they're going to be playing the map of Bind first, and then we're going to be jumping on towards the map of Ascent, and then the decider is going to be Haven. So as I said, Ascent and Haven, they definitely are going to be in there, and I expected Bind as well, considering the involvement of Team T69. And we know for a fact that Team T69 are a team that love to play the map of
Mm-hmm.
Bind, and I'm not really sure if Gennex Esports are going to be up for the task of taking a behemoth like Team T69 on the map of Bind as well. So there is there's this proven track record as well for Team T69 to just go ahead and get the victory on the map of Bind, and every single time, whether Binks is there or not. Also, regarding that, an update: Binks is not going to be playing today, but
Sadly.
yeah, sadly. I mean, I would have loved to see that guy on the raise, especially on the map of Bind. But yeah, whether or not Binks is involved in the match, Team T69 with their incredible strategy on the map of Bind as well, they always manage to put up that win. And most of the times against underdog teams, they do tend to, just throw all the strats straight out of the window and just play
Yep.
a normal,
Puggish.
funny, puggish type of bind as well. So, yeah, the best part is that when Team T69 go ahead and, amalgamate that, the puggish style and their set of strategy as well together, and then they just completely bamboozle their opponents as well. So I want to ask you this, Aggressive. What do you think about that specific move coming out from the side of Team T69?
For the side of T69, when it comes down to their raw strategy, they have a lot of different strats that they really do want to employ, but they don't always do that. They sometimes play it slow, they sometimes play it a little bit more differently depending on who their opponents are. And I'm really hoping that they don't underestimate their opponents this time around because Gen X is a team, if they want to go in for that same puggish style play style on the map of Bind right at the very beginning, it's not really going to be working out in their favor because considering the experience level of the opponent team, they know exactly how to counteract a lot of the strategies that could be coming on down through from the side of T69. But at the same time, it's going to be quite difficult for the side of Gennex as well because when it comes out these raw, aggressive rushes from the side of T69, they're absolutely unstoppable, taking a lot of other teams by storm every single time. But that's when they have Binks on their roster, and his raise allows them to have that little bit of breathing room, create that space for the entire roster to push on down over onto multiple sidelines. And now without Binks, will they be able to do it? It's going to be the real question moving on down for will Sami be able to fill those shoes properly with his own raise? That's going to be the real question moving on down the line. But at the same time, Assassin, I want your thoughts on the side of Gen X because I know for a fact that you casted their matches probably, and I want a little bit of insight on what you expect coming out from their side and if they will be able to take down T69 yes or no.
Well, definitely. I mean, see, Gennex Esports, they are a team, as I said, right? They are all of these friends coming out from different teams. They went ahead and formed a team. So I'll run you through the lineup on the side of Team Gennex Esports as well. So it's Rio and Clouda from the side of Team RSG Academy. We've got Betray coming in as well alongside Dragon Slayer. And then we have got
Mhm.
IonQ from Samurai Esports joining them as well. So it's Dragon Slayer, Rio, Betray, Clouda, and IonQ. All five of these friends just coming together. They just formed a team to play the Amazon Prime Day Valorant Championship. Interestingly, they say that they just formed a team. They just want to have fun in the specific tournament, but we all know that they're also eyeing that 3 lakh rupees prize pool as
Yep.
well coming out from this specific tournament. So yeah, to be honest, Gen X Esports, the last time we saw them on the map of Ascent, they had a pretty good strategy on that specific map, despite them going ahead and not having the lead right off the bat. They still managed to go ahead and put up that win as well. So the best part is that Gen X Esports, I feel like no matter what happens, right, they always manage to just get it all back together. By the way, the agent selection screen is ready, so just let's quickly jump straight into the agent selection screen. We're going to be seeing what sort of agents are going to be coming out in this specific match. It's going to be map number 1, Bind, which is going to be played right now, guys. Gennex Esports, they're going to be starting off on the defense. Team T69 on the attack. And interestingly, we're seeing at 99, who's going to go ahead and pick up the Sova. Thank God he didn't pick up the Jet. Strix is going to be on the Jet. Fox is going to be on the Cypher. Badler is going to be playing Brimstone. And Sammy is going to be playing the Rays of the Day now. Mostly the Rays, because I do know for a fact that Sammy, he reigns supreme on that Rays. Beside Gennex Esports, we're going to be seeing Ion Q on the Jet. Clouda is going to be on the Rays. Betray is going to be playing Killjoy. Dragon Slayer on the Astra. And Rio is going to be playing Sova. So, yeah, pretty much a default lineup coming out from both of these teams. Don't you think, Aggressive?
Yeah, I personally love both of these lineups coming on down through, but the main difference will be that Killjoy versus the Cypher. And personally, you know for a fact that I love the Killjoy and Bind a lot more. No, it's not the Killjoy, sorry. I love the Cypher on Bind a lot more in comparison to the Killjoy after those recent buffs. Because now Jet can no longer break those tripwires, and not being able to break those tripwires degrades her power and makes Cypher a lot more stronger. Because on Bind, you want to have those tripwires to check out the flank routes, and of course, when you're on the defensive side, completely shut down that B side and A side, because when the Jet can no longer dash on in, they don't have that proper entry right at the get-go. And having that level of utility on your side will be that deciding factor in a lot of those defensive and attacker-sided rounds. But at the same time here, Assassin, a little bit more emphasis down towards Sami on that raise, because initially we were talking about the fact that, hey, today Binks is not playing, and will Sami be able to fill those shoes properly? I think that he could possibly do that, primarily because I still remember him posting on Facebook that, hey, I had to break up with Jet, and now my new love will be Raze. So, hey,
Wow.
Sami, if he's feeling it, come on, go in for it. Make those plays happen, and make Binks proud as well.
Yeah, I mean, if he goes on social media so confidently like that, so I guess Binks is not going to be happy. But at the same time, Binks, well, he's just going to take a chill pill for this specific match. He's just going to, relax, and he's going to lean back and enjoy this match as a spectator in the chat, or I don't know if someone is streaming for him or something on Discord. You never really know. But yeah, just getting out of the game now, guys. Team T69 versus Gennex Esports. Gennex Esports, as I said, they're starting off on the defense. We are going to be seeing Team T69 starting off on the attack. Let's see what Sammy can do. And now both the boom bots are just going to go against each other. And it's going to be Sammy to try and peek in towards the hookup position. Wow. Are these guys having some sort of a telepathic moment?
Oh,
and what the hell?
Clouda?
Sammy? He goes there and gets a kill on towards Clouda, and it looks like that IRQ might just be able to get himself a kill or two. He's just got himself the shorty. The shorty just reigns supreme up close and personal way towards the hookup position. But hey, Sammy, he's still looking for more frags, and he gets himself a triple. You've got to be kidding me. This guy's cracked right off the bat in the morning.
Yeah, Sammy just woke up and he's like, I feel crispy today, man. And I don't feel crispy in the sense that something's gonna try and break. I feel crispy in the sense of my aim. Throws out a grenade. Beautiful kill down on the Clouda, and 2K as well to end everything off. It's gonna be Fox being able to chime on in, get a headshot down onto Betray. But at the same time, you gotta remember armor is still a thing. And ladies and gentlemen, Betray versus the entire world. Will he be able to come on down strong? Yes, he will. He's gonna take that first initial headshot, and that was a crispy one as well. Strix is not gonna be able to be ready for it. But at the same time, the Classic is just so much better. And Assassin, you know for a fact that I swear by the Classic every single time. It's either the Classic or the Frenzy, depending on what I enjoy. And I will say that I would rather buy a Classic with 500 credits than use a Ghost. I don't care what anybody says. That's my personal opinion.
Well, you know what? I absolutely love the Classic as well. I mean, after all the economic changes happening to the game, right? I kind of found that love to the Classic as well, especially now that my friends, especially you as well, have got a Prime Classic. I'm like, you know what? Just drop me the Prime Classic, man. I'm fine. That's right.
You can skid
I'm
bias.
like, I know, right? Like, the Prime Classic just enables me, man. It's an aimbot for
me. Oh no! Assassin, it's happening. I see an army coming on down through the side of teleporter. Sami's gonna be going on down in. He wants to go in for one more, but Fox comes on down through on that lurk. He's gonna be able to shut down the last player. It's gonna be ISQ versus the entire world. He has a shorty and he has nothing to do with it. And it's gonna be able to chime on in, get that kill down to one. The gunfire coming on down through the entire map, ladies and gentlemen. My ears are bleeding, but at the same time, my eyes, they're more than happy. It's going to be the second round on the board for the side of T69 and Gen X. Their backs are against the wall, but at the same time, they're going to be really happy as well because now it's going to be their buy round and a full-on bonus coming on down through from the side of T69.
Team T69 going ahead and putting up that second round on the board as well as is the custom. Now they are going to go ahead and play it out for the bonus this round. So there'll be a couple of Stingers and Spectres coming out this round. Let's see against the Phantoms and the Vandals how exactly they are going to do. Badlove has got his favorite weapon in his hand, by the way, the Sheriff. And that too, your favorite skin, Mr. Aggressive. The Ion Sheriff.
Oh,
I guess
no.
the Ion Sheriff might just be able to grab himself a couple or two kills as well. I mean, Betray. Let's get the frag though, but unfortunately there's no trade potential whatsoever. Betray is just going to fall back without taking any sort of damage whatsoever. And that is a problem.
Yeah, Betray, he played that angle beautifully, getting the first initial kill down onto Sammy. And Sammy going on down, it's going to be a massive hit because now without that raise, you don't have that proper sight to enter potential, but at the same time, bad luck, spreading the needle beautifully. Gets a nutty dig down onto the first initial player, but who gets another nutty dig? It is gonna be Rio, getting a double headshot down on the Fox. Both of their heads have to be hurting. These Sentinel players are not having a good day, but at the same time, Betray, he's in a pretty sticky situation. He's gonna destroy the recon, and then it's gonna swing the corner and get that first initial kill down onto him. Rio's gonna be good for 2. Strix is gonna be able to upgrade himself to a better gun, but at the same time, down in this 2 versus 3 situation, how much can they do? Strix gets 1 kill down on the Dragon's side. The plan's gonna be going on down as well. And now, this is going to be that post-plan situation that the side of T69 are going to dread. Because Strix, he needs to get this kill. If he doesn't find 1 kill right here and right now, this push is almost impossible. And Strix, he just read my mind. Got that kill, and this round is very much winnable for the side of T69.
Ryan Q is going to be the one to go ahead and get that spray down in. I'm not really sure how Bad Luck messed that up, but he did, and it's okay. This was a bonus for the side of Team T69, and I'm just going to go ahead and get the bigger guns out in the next round. But you know what else is good? It is the defense coming out over to the B side from the side of Betray. So good, man. I mean, really. Amazing stuff. The way he got himself that entry and then, he just fell back without taking any sort of damage whatsoever. It was all good. It was all well strategized and a pretty good hold coming out from the side of Team Gennex Esports.
I honestly thought that you were going to do a segue towards the side of Amazon Prime thing, but I'm proud of you. You didn't go that route for once. So moving on down over to the match.
I mean, we will get to that. We have a best of 3 at hand, Aggressive. There's a lot of time, all right?
Yes, there's a lot of time for the segues that we know and love from the side of Assassin, ladies and gentlemen. So don't worry about that. It's going to be coming on down through Suited Up. But moving on down to this round in particular, though, that's where a lot of the real pressure will start, because if the side of T69 are not able to win out on this round, looking at their money, you can already see they're in a pretty tight spot. They need to win this round, and they need to win it decisively as well, considering what the side of Gen X have on their end. They're also hurting a lot when it comes down to terms of people. Yes, they were able to win out on that last round, but the last round was super expensive as well. A lot of them having to buy Spectres this time around. So it's not gonna be a pretty good spot. Edit wanted to go in for that owl drone, but that grenade was on point coming on down through from the side of Cloud, and that one grenade, things are just gonna be looking on up and up and up. Strix going on down to the back end corner. He wants to go in for that potential headshot. Sammy's gonna be able to get that kill down on the Cloud, and Strix, he's squared up onto the back end. Rio's gonna be good for 1. Betray's gonna be able to take down Strix, and this, ladies and gentlemen, is where that real fun is about to start. It's all about the trade potential. It's all about the kills. Badlock's gonna be good for 1, but he's not gonna be good for more than that. Eden, in an impossible situation, does get 1 kill, but at the same time, they have his phone number. They're gonna be calling him up and taking him back home. It's gonna be Dragon Slayer getting the last kill, and that's gonna be the second round on the board for the side of Gen X to take it to a 2-2 score.
Well, Gennex Esports, they are bringing it back, ladies and gentlemen, and we know for a fact that, Bind is a defender-sided map, so Gennex Esports, once their full buy comes out, right, which it came in round number 3, everything is just looking like going into their favor as well. And I'm not surprised, because all of these guys are absolute instars from the side of Gennex Esports, and once the Phantom and the Vandal kicks in, there's no stopping them. Let's hope that Team T69 are going to be able to, make do with this specific round that is round number 5, where they've got nothing but the upgraded pistols, and I want them to just, try and get a couple of kills. Let's try and, inflict some damage on towards the economy coming out from the side of Gennex Esports. He's going to be seeing Rio, who's going to go ahead and enable that Hunter's Fury, and is going to be getting himself a frag or 2, maybe. He does get himself, find finds himself the kill onto his Sammy though, but not going to be able to take down the Cypher. Interestingly, Betray, he knows that the spike is being planted. He's going to relay that information as well. We're going to be seeing Bad Love going ahead and putting down that Cosmic Divide. Oh, that Cosmic Divide. Was it supposed to be like that? I guess. As Strix, he's going to go ahead and use the Police Cops in order to take INQ as well. All comes down to Fox in a 1 versus 3, and I guess Fox, well, he's going to be on the other side of the Cosmic Divide. He does take down Dragon Slayer, and I guess he's got his camera in order to tag the player as well who is going in for the defuse. He does take down Cloud as well. Nicely done. But hey, Betray is right around the corner. You get the trade and get the defuse as well. The half defuse is already in, so there's nothing to worry about. 3-2, ladies and gentlemen, is Gennex Esports. They are going to be putting up the third round of the board, but you know what? Even though it was Gennex Esports to put up that victory on that round, I still believe that Team T69, they were the one to be victorious. Not only did they get the plan, they also got themselves 4 kills.
Yeah, completely. That was massive amounts of economic damage. They can already see it on the board as well if you look at through the scoreboard, because looking at their money, they are not looking healthy whatsoever. So even though they have the lead when it comes down to the terms of route, when it comes down to the terms of eco though, I would say that T69, they're in a lot more of a better position. Yes, they are. If they do lose out on this round, it's going to be a lot more harder for them to go in for a proper buy. But still, they can scrape by with a couple of half shields at the bare minimum because they do have the lock streak bonus in their favor. And now is where the real fun is about to begin. Will the side of T69 be able to take this? Because with this push coming on down through from the side of Gennex towards that B long area, they need to expect this. They need to be ready for this kill. Otherwise, things are just not going to be looking on up. But Fox, he was ready for it, places a tripwire right at the very last second, and no one's gonna get caught by it, ladies and gentlemen. But I'm just sad Ayan's gonna get caught by it, but at the same time, I think that was planned. Clara was like, you get caught by it, someone's gonna come towards me, and I'm gonna get that kill off. Sami's gonna be good for 1 onto INQ, but at this point, Dragon Slayer, he's also ready for another play for himself. It's gonna be Cloud getting the first official kill down on a Fox. But Cloud, he doesn't know what to expect, and it's gonna be behind him. But at this point, it's already over, Assassin. It's gonna be another round on the board for the side of Gennex.
30
and
seconds left.
At this stage here, Assassin, I'm very impressed by the performance coming on down from the side of the defenders.
I told you, right? I mean, Gennex Esports, they're a pretty decent team. All of these players are playing in top-tier teams in the country, so yeah, like, it pretty much is like that star-studded roster as well. For now, though, it's going to be Rio to try and take down his copy on the side of T69, but Edit 99 still finds the frag. Nicely done, Edit. Betray. He's going to try and go in for the spray down, but nah, it's going to be Dragon Slayer instead. We'll go ahead and take down Edit, and with that, put up the 4th round of the board for the side of Team Gennex Esports.
This is a beautiful defensive round coming on down through from the side of Gennex. And I like that planning coming on down through from the side of Clara and INQ. Both of them know exactly what the other is thinking. They know for a fact of how each other will be played. And that play from the side of Clara to go underside of that tripwire limbo mode got close enough to the angle. And then he was like, Ayan, get caught by the tripwire. I know for a fact that someone's going to come over here to try and go in for a swing and try and go in for a play. And in that situation, Cloud was able to catch Bad Luck off guard beautifully, and that play was absolutely incredible coming on down through from the side of Cloud. But at the same time, do you know what else is incredible here? It's gonna be that defensive hole coming on down from the side of Cloud, able to stop a lot of these aggressive pushes that could be coming on down through, but you can't stop the 100 speed that could be coming on down through from the side of Edit, ladies and gentlemen. He gets a beautiful double kill, and this is Edit in action. When he has that 100 Fury, this guy is just on another level, but at the same time, Betray. He's gonna be good for 1, places out lockdown towards the side of the hookah angle, but at the same time, it's not really gonna be clearing out most of the side. That's a pretty bad ultimate from the side of Betray, but it clears out the hookah at the bare minimum and funnels all the members of the side of the attack towards the other sideline. And it's gonna be good for 1 down towards the back end, being able to take down Fox, and get over to a 2 versus 2 situation. It's gonna be Sami and Balov versus the entire world. Will they be able to survive? Will they be able to do it? Is a real question. And Sami and Balov with military precision, they're gonna be able to do a 1-2 punch straight to the faces of the side of Gennex, taking them down to a 4-3 scoreline.
That's right. T69, they bring it back, ladies and gentlemen. They put up that third round of the board, and I guess at 99's Hunter's Fury, well, it did something. It definitely did something. Maybe shook the entirety of Team Gennex Esports a little bit. You never really know. But hey, T69, Great job as they put up that third round of the board, and they might just go ahead and tie things up with the scoreboard as well. Just make it 4-4. Maybe take the lead as well, but oh, Betray. He is going to be peeked by 3 players, and you never really go in for that white peek like that. Oh, and that to a dry peek. Come on, Betray. You know you can do better. Like, come on. Can't really go in for a peek like that. But hey, it looks like that it is going to be Bad Love to activate himself as well. He's got his Prime Vandal up and ready, and it is going to be Fox to go ahead and tag Dragon Slayer. Just look at him. So desperate to just get that kill onto it. Fox is coming in straight with the shorty as well. So as I said, right, they're going to go ahead and put up that 4th round on the board and make it an even Stevens. And maybe they're just going to try and get the lead as well. But unfortunately, Team Gennex Esports have a full buy this round, so they have to strategize their move properly to get some sort of move that will completely, you know, catch the entirety of Gennex Esports off guard.
At this point, we have to give it towards the side of Gennex to maybe try and pull something out, because IQ, he has pulled out his operator. And with this one operator, things could change up drastically if they're able to find that first initial pick. Knowing the tendencies of Fox, he should be going in for that flank, but I like this one coming on down from the side of T69. They expect Aya to pick up that operator, knowing his tendencies, and they're switching up their strategy. They know exactly what to expect, and Sami, he's ready to go in for that satchel play. Just waiting for Edit's recon, I do believe, to come on back before they opt to go in for that execution and for the Aster smokes to dissipate at the very beginning stages. But Sami, he's making so much noise. I don't like this, and I'm pretty sure the Dragon Slayer will be able to get a kill down on towards him. Shots are going to be going on down all over the place. It's going to be Strict being able to get that first initial kill. Does get a dig down on a Rio, but he's not going to be able to survive for long. Sami gets a kill down on a Rio. Sami gets a double, but Cloud, he's still alive. Both of these raises are performing so beautifully when it comes down to their utility and game plan, sending it over to these 2 versus 2 situations every single time here, Assassin. The trade game from both of these teams are just on point. And with this beautiful play coming on down through, it's going to be Fox and Sami going in for that post-plant situation. And this post-plant could just get them the win and also the lead for the side of T69.
So IQ with that operator, let's see if he's going to be able to land a shot or not. It is going to be Fox to try and peek maybe. And for now though, he's just going to be watching his cam, you know. He's just going to watch for players to come in. Cloud on the other hand is going to enable that specific showstopper, and surprisingly he gets a frag as well. But instead, it gets taken down by the exact same player. IQ in a 1 versus 1 against Fox. Fox should pretty much be able to win this one out. All he has to do is buy time.
Oh, beautiful.
But it looks like, that he's going to do more than that. He's not only going to buy time, but he's also going to go ahead and take down IQ as well. I almost thought that IQ had it, but man, he measured the spray.
Actually, I think that at the very end, he needed to hit that headshot. The spray was there, but, you know, sometimes you get in a pretty unlucky streaks and you have to give it to Fox to get in that perfect position. And at that stage, it's like the Vandal versus the Phantom. I think that if Fox had a Phantom, INQ would have won, because he started shooting first at the very end, but the Vandal just does a tiny little bit more damage that gave the edge towards the Vandal instead. That's gonna hurt just a tiny little bit moving on down the line, but at the same time, it was a well-played round coming on down from the side of Gennex. And all these rounds, ladies and gentlemen, are so close that things are looking up, but at the same time, Betray, he does get that first initial one-tap down on his Sami. But still, hey, you don't go up against the one-tap god himself, known as Bad Love. He's going to be able to get that revenge kill, get the side control in their favor. Strix is going to be good for another one down towards the back end. And now, it's a 2 versus 4 situation going on down through from the side of the defenders. And not much that they can do. They can try and go in for a kill, but yeah, they're not even going to be able to find that. Look at Bad Love. Just look at Bad Love, Assassin. This guy is just too clean.
I mean, his name is Bad Love, whereas his name actually should have been Bad Killer or something like that. Like, it's just way too good, dude. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. The way Bad Love plays this specific game is just unreal. I've got no idea how he managed to connect all of these shots, though. Like, remember the last time we saw him on Bind with the Yoru, that ultimate, where we went crazy? He even went ahead and put it up on his Instagram reel.
Yeah, the high
That
build
was
up for
just
that was too good, man.
yeah, but that was just crazy. Like the way Bad Love plays, man. Like how does he manage to, like when I play Valorant, all right? Like I'm just standing still right there, trying to just connect that headshot. But sometimes the game doesn't like me. It won't connect. But then Bad Love is just running and gunning everyone down. Like he's just way too good with the with the spray control. But you know what else is good? Is execute from the side of Team T69. Move in and you know they are gonna keep the entirety of Team Gennex Esports scratching their heads as to what exactly is happening on the other side of the wall. I mean, the spike is planted; they know that, but where exactly are the players? Where have they placed themselves? Where are they holding? But you know what else? It is gonna be the other side to bring in their own version of the Cosmic Divide. And Betray and Clouda together as a unit. Yeah, they're just gonna move in. Betray might just go ahead and put down the lockdown as well, but actually that is not needed for now. L99 is gonna pull out that ult. And I guess that ult might not get him a kill. Oh, never mind, it does. Rio's gonna get taken down. It's gonna be another 99 and 1 versus 4 situation. There's absolutely nothing that he can do. That's right, this round is pretty much gone for the side of Team T69, and it is gonna be fifth on the board for the side of Team on the side of Team Gennex Esports.
Yeah, at this point, Assassin, it feels as though Gennex, they did their homework. Normally, whenever we see Bind and the side of T69, they're an absolute dominant force, just rushing through everyone every single time. But this time around, it's just not there. Their attacking side is a lot more tame, it's a lot more systematic, and if they try and go in for a rush, the side of Gennex they are able to shut them down almost instantly. And this is the experience that we were talking about previously for a lot of the players from the side of Gennex. And the real question is, with this execution now going on down towards that B side, will they be able to survive? Will they be able to go in for a possible play for themselves? Because Sami's showstopper really did not get any form of value, and Betray, you just literally got away with murder. Those were 2 kills that you should not have gotten whatsoever, and the fact that you did get it, Sami was able to get a shutdown kill, but at this point, that was a 1-for-2 trade, and it was Strix going on down. IMQ's gonna be good for another one. Clouda's gonna be able to take that one person down. And bad luck, he was stuck trying to put up a smoke. Clouda just peeks the corner and takes him out almost instantly. And ladies and gentlemen, it's already over. 6 and 6 on the scorecards, and both of the teams, they're gonna be going even Stevens on towards the second half.
Switching sides.
So I did expect this set of event as well, right? Where we are going to be seeing the first half ending in the favor as a neutral ground. But might just have been in the favor of Team Gennex Esports as well. I was kind of expecting Gennex Esports to go ahead and put up 7 or 8 rounds. But hey, I feel like Team T69, they've done a pretty good job going ahead and securing themselves 6 kills right at the bat. And just, you know, letting Team Gennex Esports go ahead and tie things up at the scoreboard as we move on towards the second half. Now that into the second half of the specific map, I'm expecting Team T69 to go ahead and put up a defense where we all are just going to be awestruck. And at the same time, not to forget, all of these game stars from the side of Team Gennex Esports, they are equally going to put up that that insane dual montage or a dual highlight reel as well of their own. So really looking forward to seeing what exactly is going to happen in the second half of the map, because whoever's going to go ahead and get this pistol round is going to set off the momentum for themselves. Then later down the line, we are going to be seeing if they are going to, you know, sort of be able to make their way back into the game or not. But aggressive, what are your thoughts? The second half of the map, the second half of the specific map, I feel like, you know, the pistol round might just be taken away by the players from the side of Team Gennex Esports. And as you know, is the custom. They're going to go ahead and get that second round of the half as well. You know, make it 8-6. Then we might just see in the full buy round Team T69 coming out with something of their own. So what are your thoughts on that?
T69, they need to make their defensive hold a lot more stronger and play a little bit more passive. I feel as though the tendencies of T69 on their own defense side is to be aggressive as possible, take as much map control as they can, and not slow down at all. But against the side of Gennex, yes, it may work 1 or 2 times, but after that 1 or 2 times, yeah, there's no way you're going to be able to catch Gennex off guard, because we have seen exactly what they have done previously on their own defensive half, considering the adaptability that they have shown, sending Betrayal down towards multiple different angles, and his position was prime every single time. He knew what kills to expect. He knew what kills to get. And if this is the game plan coming on down through from the side of Gennex on their own attacking side, being aggressive and then slowing things down to a snail's pace and then immediately just fast tracking themselves for a fast rush, I believe as though the side of T69 could just fall under a lot of pressure and then just get taken out before they can even try and adapt quickly enough. So I want the side of T69 to just play it a lot more slower, not go over aggressive, and allow the side of Gennex to make that first initial mistake.
So on towards the pistol round now. We have started off with the pistol. Are going to be seeing Edit 99 trying to gain some information, but at the same time, look who else is gaining information. There's going to be the side of Team Gennex Esports, as IonQ is just going to go head in over towards the side, and he's just going to clear it out for the team as well. We are going to be seeing Team Gennex Esports, who are over towards the elbow position as well. Look at Cloud Up. This is just going to keep on aggressing, take down Edit 99 with that secure, that control over towards the elbow position. But it looks like that Bad Love is just going to come right back in with a quad of his own, and Bad Love. Bad Love, Bad Love, Bad Love. This guy is just absolutely everywhere, and no matter where he's playing, just gonna quickly rotate over towards the other side and just grab all the kills for his own because he's just hungry.
Man, Bad Love is just a little bit too good for his own good. Like, what was that shot down under Dragon Slayer, man? I'm trying to put it into words. I want to try and hype up the play. But if I do try to hype it up, it's just not going to work. I'm stuttering right now, and I rarely ever stutter when I'm trying to go in for a rap style for a player. And Bad Love, you made me stutter, man. A lot of people can't do that. And what was that shot on the Dragon Slayer? Once again, that's just a beautiful flick of the wrist and a classic right click. 2 bullets straight to the face. Yeah, I'm very sure that Dragon Slayer, he's going to be feeling that pressure. That 4K is going to start everything up for the side of the defenders. It is going to be Fox, though, trying to go in for a play. He's going to be able to take out Clouda, but not going to be able to survive for long, though, because it's going to be Ion coming on down through with that shorty, getting that first initial kill. Sami on the back end is going to be able to take down Betray. And with that, things are going to be looking on up, but at the same time, look at Edit's position. He's in the prime spot to get that first initial kill. He's looking for one more, and Bad Love is going to be like, hey, don't worry, Edit. I know you're not in the perfect position, but I am. Swings the corner, gets that double kill, sends it over to a 6 and 8. A beautiful scoreline coming on down through from the side of T69.
So Team T69 going ahead and, getting themselves at 8th round of the board as well. I feel like they have completely, just shifted their momentum on that defense. And in my opinion, if they just keep on going with this, right? They just enable Bad Love on that Astra. And if they just go ahead and enable players like Sami and Strix using the abilities coming out from Bad Love as well. And together as a unit, they can just go ahead and get a lot of rounds in a streak. Now, in the 3rd round of this specific half, I feel like Team Gennex Esports, with their full buy-in, facing off against the bonus on the side of Team T69, Team T69, they obviously are going to try and play up close and personal, right? So we're going to be seeing them putting down a 2-man defense over towards the hookup position. We're going to be seeing Edit 99 is going to be playing long. Over towards A, we've got the Cypher and the Jet as well. So really looking forward to seeing what Strix can do. For now, though, the entirety of Gennex Esports have, just regrouped outside of the A side, and they are moving in over towards A as well. Fox has to be very careful, by the way, and he's got no sorts of backup whatsoever, apart from Strix. And Strix is sort of busy over towards the U-Haul's position. To try and get some frags of his own, and he's going to go ahead and get it as well. It's going to be Clouda going down, whereas Rio finds the frag on towards Edit 99, who's trying to rotate back over towards A. Betray, on the other hand, is going to miss as well, and what the hell is happening? Suddenly, Strix, Sami, and Bad Love, they're just going to bring it all back. As ladies and gentlemen, it looks like that it all comes down to IonQ in a 1 versus 2, and the man is not going to be able to do anything, because Sami is just going to bounce it on towards him, and it's going to be the 9th round of the board for the side of Team T69. This is unbelievable. A fly round for the side of Team Gennex Esports, and they're not going to be able to make it happen.
I take back everything that I said about the side of T69 and going a little bit too aggressive down towards their own defensive side. Because the way that they are getting aggressive is so smart as well, ladies and gentlemen, primarily because of one thing. Remember what I said previously, Assassin, about they need to wait for the side of Gennex to make that first initial mistake? That's exactly what they're doing before they opt to go in for those aggressive plays. The pushes coming on down through and the flanks coming on down and the rotations as well from the side of T69 all play off of that one singular mistake. The side of Gennex, they're waiting too long. They're not trying to use their utility to force down a lot of these different angles. Waiting outside of hookah for that long, sorry, not outside of hookah, waiting outside of lamps for that long when you have an Astra on your team, Assassin, that should never happen. And the fact that it did happen just is giving the side of T69 all the advantages in the world. They didn't even worry about anything. Sami goes into the teleporter, gets a kill down on the Betray. Strix comes back, beats around the corner, and gets another kill down on the Rio. And the dynamic duo of Strix and Sami, ladies and gentlemen, it just doesn't get better than that.
Obviously, there's no doubt about that. I mean, you know for a fact that that guy is just an absolute animal. And the way he just rips apart his opponents is just insane. Now on towards round number 17 now, right? We're going to be seeing the operator coming out from the side of Team Gennex Esports. Interestingly, IonQ is going to be the one to wield it. And I'm not really sure how exactly this is going to work out because, you know what? Truly, an operator on the attack is going to be nothing but a bit of a problem. And yeah, this specific combo play coming out from Strix and Sami, right? It just completely just put him off guard and he just got taken down. That's the operator out of the round, right off the bat. Betray, it's going to be inside of the teleporter as well. Interestingly, he's looking to cut out some rotations, but yeah, I guess his team needs him right now. Just make that execute happen over towards the B side. It's going to be bad luck to be playing over towards the B halls. He's looking to go in for the peak. I'm not really sure if he's going to go in for that or not. Oh, he does! And that is going to be a love tap coming in from the side of Bad Love on towards Betray. This Betray is just going to get deleted. We're going to be seeing Sami trying to go in for that aggressive peek towards Hookah, but he doesn't really want to, risk it out. He doesn't really want to give that man advantage onto the side of Team Gennex Esports, or just go ahead and neutralize the man advantage. But hey, Sami, he's better. He's just going to go ahead and get himself both the frags, and with that, he's going to put up the 11th round of the board for Team T69.
I think that's the power of chai. Like in Bangladesh, we call tea chai. So it's like a literal running meme whenever we watch Sami's streams. Whenever he has his tea in his hand and whenever it's the morning time, he's gonna just feel so crispy that he's gonna one-tap everyone out of the server. And I'm pretty sure that he had his job. He's ready for those plays. And you can see it in his gameplay as well. He's just hitting those crisp, clean locks every single time. And that's Sami for you, ladies and gentlemen, on the signature race. And I feel as though that post coming on down to on his Facebook, it was actually true, Assassin, you do have to say. The new love story between Sami and Raze, Biggs is going to be really jealous, that's for sure, as soon as he hears about that.
I mean, more than that, I guess he's going to be happy. He's going to be like, my student is definitely learning. And yeah, I mean, I kind of saw those kind of, jokes and funny moments happening as well in the chat, so... Yeah, it is going to be Sami to go ahead and get the frag on towards his nemesis. It's going to be Clouda going down, and interestingly aggressive. Are you witnessing this? I mean, Fox, he's also just able himself over towards A, and it is going to be a match point for the side of Team T69. They are indeed the true gods on the map of Bind, and there's absolutely nothing that can stop them on the defense on the map of Bind.
Yeah, their defensive side today, though, it's a lot more strong, and it feels as though the team dynamic changes because of the six-man roster. Whenever we see Bings be on the team, their attacking side is absolutely indestructible, but whenever we see Fox coming on down through for their side, their defensive side is impenetrable. And you can already see that happening every single time. And now Sami, he's feeling himself. Just look at what Sami is doing right now. It's a double operator setup coming on down through from the side of T69, ladies and gentlemen. And this could go horribly wrong or horribly beautiful as well, depending on how Fox is going to be holding down this corner towards the side of B. If he gives up the B side right now before the operators are able to rotate in, it's going to be impossible for them to go in for a possible retake. But with the operators coming on down through already, Sami, he's ready for it. Calls out the first player. IonQ's going to be able to take down one, but at the same time, Clouda, he has a showstopper ready. He wants to go in for the shots, and he's going to be able to get that kill. But Clouda is floating up in the air. He doesn't know where to go. He doesn't know where to run. And Rio is going to be able to get a double kill for himself, being able to shut down Battle Up, and now Strix. He's down on an impossible 1 versus 3 situation with only an operator and his knives. Will he be opting to use those knives? It's going to be the real question, but I don't think so. Not just yet. Strix, better idea would be to go and save that operator for himself, but hey, he wants to try and play it a little bit cheeky. He wants to try and go in for that try, understanding that, hey, we have enough money to go in for those proper buys, so trying to go in for a little bit of eco damage won't really hurt anymore.
So yeah, Strix Well, he's not going to take your advice and go in for the save. He's just going to try and attempt the specific retake. I mean, it's kind of, understandable. Because if you do get a frag, you can just pull out your blades and then try and go for it. Inflict some damage economically on the side of Team Gennex Esports. Because the thing is, if you do remember, right, Team T69 getting 6 rounds in a row. 6 rounds in a row in the second half, they have built themselves a very, very strong economy. So even if Strix goes ahead and loses out that operator, it won't matter. He can still go in for another one in this specific round, which he has, by the way. So really looking forward to seeing what exactly is going to come out from the side of Team T69 against Gennex Esports for this specific round. For now, though, it is going to be IonQ to wield that operator. He's going to try and get a frag over to his Ashar's position. But interestingly, with a minute and 20 seconds left on the clock, Clouda is going to be the one to get that initial peak. And he's going to get the frag as well onto towards Strick. And with that, it all comes down to Sammy over towards the A side. The rotation is coming in, by the way. Fox is coming in. And yeah, Sammy might just be going in for a ballsy peak. Very, very adventurous. And there you go. There's going to be the first frag coming in from Sammy. But then there is IonQ, who's just going to be quicker than lightning as he finds the frag onto it, Sammy instead. But still, I mean, the man advantage is with Team Gennex Esports. So they can still make it happen, in my opinion. They can still go ahead, just take over towards the B side, get the spike planted, and play it out for the afterplant situation. There is a 99 over there, and Fox has just made his way over towards B as well. It's just Bad Love over towards A, and Bad Love, we really want him to be back towards the B side, because at 99, he might be needing a little bit of a backup as Fox does take down IonQ as well. Edit and Fox, they're doing a pretty good job of just holding the fort until, Bad Love makes his way over towards B as well. It's going to be a 2 versus 2, and this is doable. We are going to be seeing the Cosmic Divide coming out from the side of Bad Love, and this will be the spike getting planted as well. That's right. He's going to go ahead and take down Dragon Slayer. With that, Bad Love is looking for the final kill as well, and Bad Love, the movement god himself, as he goes ahead and finishes it off, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be Team T69 to bring it back despite having the man disadvantage. Give it up for Team T69 as they are going to be winners of map number 1 by 13-7, ladies and gentlemen. What a play coming out from them, and what a beautiful second half.
I'm just going to say one thing here, Assassin. Bad Love, you can't do them like that. You can't use that goddamn Astral Divide in a way that gives you that level of advantage. He jumped through the Astral Divide, got that first initial kill. Clara was like, I need to go in for a swing. I need to go in for this trade. Jumps back into the hookah angle. And Clara's like, okay, I'm just dead. There's a guy holding elbow. There's a guy inside of hookah. Where do I go? Both of them just jump him at the same time. And Clara, he's in an impossible situation. There's no way to win that one out. And Bad Love, he played that so beautifully, using all of his utility down to the wire and then using his raw mechanical potential to take it all away. Assassin, my mind is just blown, and that's another highlight reel for sure.
Well, I'm pretty sure that the entire team Gennex Esports, their minds are going to be blown away as well with the performance coming out from Bad Love. But we as casters and analysts, we do see players like Bad Love every single day. So we're not surprised. We know for a fact that Bad Love is just way too good. And he's so proficient with whatever agent he's playing, whether it be Yoru, whether it be the controller, whether it be even a Sentinel. Like, it's just insane to see Bad Love just popping off in every single role whatsoever. So there's one thing that you can't take away from him, and that is his aim and his ability to take on the duels as well. The match highlights are ready, so let's just quickly jump straight in towards the match highlights for this specific map, guys. We are going to be witnessing a lot of heroic moments coming out from both of these teams. Aggressive, why don't you go ahead and take it over?
When you consider the first initial pushes coming on down through from the side of Gennex, they were able to trade blow for blow with the side of T69, taking it over to a 6-6 score line, primarily because of one thing, their adaptability. But at the very end of it all, it was an admirable 6-6 scoreline, so I'm not really going to be breaking down what happened initially on those first 12 rounds, because although these teams were evenly matched, they were changing up their strategies every single time, trying something new, and it was really working out for them. Admirable scorelines on a 6-6. But what really happened on the defense, on the attacking side, for the side of Gennex, was that it felt as though they were making a lot of mistakes, and the side of T69 were able to capitalize on it every single time. They needed to switch up their strategy, sometimes play it a little bit more slow, play it much more towards the side of peaks, head on down over towards that shower angle, maybe get that first initial pickup down onto Sammy, who is known to be very aggressive towards the shower angle. And maybe just get an advantage from there, play together, play for those trades. But it felt as though the side of Gennex, they just were not playing for the trades. They were opting to go in for those solo peaks, and those solo peaks were not something that you would expect in the long run. That just kept on hurting them every single time. And with that, Gennex, they suffered a terrible loss because when it was on that 6-6 scoreline assassin, we were expecting this to go into a possible overtime because of how evenly matched these two teams were. But as soon as the defensive rounds came on down through, it was like a complete 180 and changed up the entire dynamic of this matchup. And that's not what you'd expect coming on down through from such a high caliber team of the side of Gennex. They started making simple mistakes here and there, and that's what really hurt them in my eyes.
To be honest, Team T69, as I said, their defense is something that you really can't take away from them. Like it's insane to a level where you, as an attacker-sided team, can't really do much. Like I know for a fact that Gennex Esports have got the caliber to go ahead and just drag this game to an overtime as well, but they were not able to do that. And it's just because of the fact that Team T69 are way too good on that defense, and especially Bad Love. Just look at him. Every single highlight that you guys are gonna watch in this specific highlights reel, half of them is pretty much Bad
Bad
Love.
luck.
Because that guy
Yes.
is just absolutely everywhere. He's everywhere, and there's absolutely nothing to take away from this amazing player. I have nothing but mad respect for Bad Love, man. Like he's turning out to be a Blackhawk day by day.
Can I just add one more thing when we were watching the highlight reel? Clouda floating in the air. I think he became the majestic angel that he wanted to be. I just want to point that out there. Thank you,
Yeah.
Fox, for making sure that Bad Love was able to fly without his satchels.
Yeah. Well, to be honest, we should be thanking Amazon right now for their
Yep.
amazing Prime Day sale as well. That's right. I mean, the Amazon Prime Day sale, if you guys haven't checked it already, 26th and 27th of July later this month, mark your calendars. And also check out the link down in the description below. Check out all of the deals and keep your wallets ready. And trust me, you guys won't be needing a hell lot of money because the sale is just an absolutely incredible one. So, yeah, please do check out all the amazing deals coming out from our lovely partners as well, LG Ultragear, Steelseries, Corsair, and Logitech. And to be honest, Amazon Prime Day is something that you all have been craving for as well. So I'm pretty much sure that you guys want to go ahead and check the link down in the description below, and also the link that is going to be pinned on the chat box right there. So yeah, don't forget to do that. While we quickly head on over towards the break, set everything up for map number 2, get our players energized, get ourselves energized as well. Because we know for a fact that you guys don't want to break, but trust me, you will be needing it. Because map number 2 is going to get hella sweaty, and it's going to get even more bloody as well. So please go ahead and grab all the popcorns, grab all your energy drinks as well, because you guys are going to be needing it for map number 2 is sent. So we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. Be right back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Amazon Prime Day Valorant Championship, brought to you in association with LG Ultragear, Logitech, Steelseries, and Corsair. I'm your Assassin 47. On the desk with me is Aggressive, and we are all set and ready to jump straight in towards next set of the map as well on this best of three. I mean, it is going to be Ascent, which is going to be played as well. Going to be jumping straight in towards map number 2 really soon, as soon as the players are ready and the agent selection screen is ready. But Aggressive, I want to ask you this: what are your expectations of the map of Ascent?
Sen in particular, I would say that I'm leaning a little bit more towards the side of Gennex, primarily because of a lot of the players and what they are known for this map in particular. Clouda, he had the nickname of Jigglypuff for a long time, and I'm very sure that if Apple is watching this stream, she's gonna know why we named him the Jigglypuff, because the way he jiggles around corners on the map of Ascent and then get those beautiful crispy one taps with like a Vandal or even a Phantom at those longer ranges, which are really hard to do. Clouda, he can pull off a lot of those different plays, but at the same time, for the side of Gennex, they need to step up even more, not just with their raw aim game, but also with their strategies, because it feels as though their attacking side is a lot more lackluster, and the fact that they're starting on the attacking side on the map of Ascent, they need to bring their A game down to the table, go in for different strategies, and take it a lot more slower. Because if they slow down and try to understand what the side of T69 are actually trying to do, maybe they could have that chance. But at the same time, T69, when it comes to their raw strategies towards this map, it's a completely different dynamic, because now Sami's actually going to be opting to go on down towards that Reyna over that Raze. So now it's going to be an absolute frag show. If Sami's aim is just as crispy as map number 1, the entirety of Gen X, they could just be on the receiving end of a rampaging killer that's not going to be showing any form of mercy towards them.
True that. I mean, we all know for a fact that we all know for a fact that Team Gennex Esports are really good. But hey, speaking of good things, you guys should check out some of the best and great deals on the Amazon Prime Day sale as well. It's going to be on the 26th and 27th of July later this month. Please go ahead and click on the link down in the description below, and the link which is going to be provided in the pinned comment in the chat section as well, to go ahead and check out the Amazon Prime Day sale. But getting back to the topic at hand, as I was saying, Gennex Esports are really good on the map of Ascent, and I feel like Team Gennex Esports, they might have some sort of an advantage as well. Some sort of an advantage against Team T69 on the map of Ascent, because the thing is that the map of Ascent is where Team Gennex Esports are actually going to shine, is what I think actually, because we know for a fact that the last match actually, The last match that Gennex Esports actually played was on the map of Ascent as well, and they were pretty good at that. So the agent selection is ready. Let's just quickly straight away jump in towards the agent selection screen and see what exactly is going to be the lineup coming out from both of these teams. Aggressive. Why don't you go ahead and take it over?
When we consider the lineups, I feel as though both of these teams are going to be opting to go in for the exact same pickups, with the main primary difference being a possible Arena coming on down through, but Bad Love on a Breach. Assassin. That's quite interesting to say the very least. But from the side of Gennex, they're going to be going for the tried and true tested composition. Not really going to be changing things up much. We're going to be seeing both Killjoys coming on down through. It's going to be a Phoenix pickup as well. But Strix on a Phoenix and Sami on the Jet. I don't know how I feel about this Assassin, because this agent pickup could be the make it or break it for both sides. And Battle of not going on to a controller, yeah, that's just not going to happen. He's going to be picking up that Astra soon enough. And both of these teams are going to have the exact same composition with the Sova, with the Phoenix, with the Astra, Killjoy, and of course the Jet. That's like the standardized composition for the map of Ascend. And if you pick up anything else, you're going to be in a pretty massive disadvantage, other than, of course, picking up a Sky.
I like how, Team Gennex Esports are just going ahead for their usual lineup. I like how Dragon Slayer is on the Astra as well. It is all going to make sense, and especially them starting off on the attack side on the map of Hasten. I feel like, they're just going to quickly go ahead and get themselves that lead as well. Now, the thing is that we are going to be seeing Team T69 going for a little bit of a switcheroo in their specific lineup as well. So how exactly is this going to pan out is going to be the $1 million question. But more than that, I want to see what Team Gennex Esports can do in the first half, because in the first half, all they have to do is just, just sink. Actually, not swing, my bad, swim towards the entirety of the first half. And then on towards the second half, they can just, go ahead and reign supreme as well. We, again, know for a fact that Ascent is a defender-sided map. And we did have a little bit of a disconnect from one of the players, so we might have to quickly go ahead and get it all back. Once again, the agent selection screen, where we're going to ask the players to just go ahead and choose whatever they did, exactly the same like the previous agent selection as well. So yeah, just going to wait for that specific player to just join back into the lobby, and we are going to be starting off with the map of Ascent as well. But aggressive. What are your thoughts on the agent selection coming out from the side of Team T69?
Inside of T69, the agent selection screen will be exactly the same. We called it. We kind of really called it, and it was the fact that, hey, both of these teams are going to be going in for the exact same composition. They're not going to be changing up much. And that's primarily because on the map of Ascent, you don't really have a lot of options. Once again, you like that Raze on the map of Ascent, but personally, I don't like it because Raze feels a lot more solo. You're not really doing a lot for your team, and you're relying a lot more on your own capabilities to go in for frags. So Raze, in my eyes, is out of the question, and no one will play Raze on the map of Ascent other than Binks, of course. And Binks is not here, and Sami's going to be opting to go in for his usual Jet pickup with usual Jet pickup, maybe a Reyna, or Strix is going to be playing that Jet. And of course, Sami is going to be playing his own Reyna. So these are the two interswappable things that I'm really hoping to see coming on down through. But at the same time, Ascent is a map based upon utility. So having that Astra, having that Phoenix coming on down through from the side of Gennex previously onto their side was the main primary thing that I really want to see. And I feel as though we could just see a Sky coming on down through from the side of Edit. I'm really hopeful, but at the same time, Edit is one of those players. He's just heart stuck on that Sova. That's his first love, and he's never going to give up on it.
Yep, definitely. I mean, first loves are hard to give up on, and to be honest, at 99, well, he's just gonna go ahead and show us what sort of a relationship he has maintained with the Sova as well, with all this bow and arrow, the shock darts, and the recon darts and whatnot. So at 99, he definitely is going to show us some interesting way of gathering intel for the team, and for the team to just act on top of that as well. But I completely agree to you on that. So most of the teams, most of the players have their own way of playing around agents, and you don't primarily like the idea of having Raze on the map of Ascent, but I do. I feel like Raze is a good pick on the map of Ascent. Like there are these alleys where you can just throw in your boom bot, throw in your nades, and just inflict a lot of damage while the attackers are just trying to move in over towards the side. Or even if you are yourself starting off on the attack side, there are a lot of places where you can just, nade and then forget about it. Like, you don't even have to check that specific angle because you know that it is going to be clear. No one is just going to stand in that specific area where the paint shells are just coming straight away, raining hell for them. So, yeah, it becomes really easy as a race to just open up space on the map of Ascent, is what I feel. But yeah, most of the players, they do disagree. Most of the players don't like. And I guess you are one of them as well who don't really like the idea of Rays on the map of Ascent. But yeah, I feel like Astra once again is a really good pick coming out from the side of Gennex Esports. Like the way Dragon Slayer can just play around all of these abilities coming out from the side of Astra as well is something that I am really intrigued to watch. Like what exactly is going to be the setup coming out from the side of Gennex Esports? Because I feel like the last time we saw Team Gennex Esports on the map of Ascent, I can't remember actually. Was it the Astra or not? Was Dragon Slayer on the Astra? I'm not sure. But yeah, I am really, really intrigued to see what Dragon Slayer is going to bring on board and how exactly are the rest of the players, especially the duelists, going to make use of the abilities and the utilities coming out from the side of Dragon Slayer as well. But all in all, I feel like the entire map is going to be pretty insane and pretty interesting as well because we know for the fact that Team T69 they badly won this win. Like if they can just finish it off right here, right now, then they don't really have to go in on to the map of Haven as well. But if it does get dragged onto the map of Haven, it's gonna get even more insane because we know for a fact that both of these teams are on an even ground on the map of Haven, and on the map of Haven is where the 9,000 IQ big brain plays are gonna come out as well from both of these teams. So really looking forward to seeing what exactly is gonna happen as well. Waiting for the player to just reconnect back, and yeah, there you go. The agent selection screen is ready once again. So why don't we quickly jump straight into towards the agent selection screen and just watch it again? As maybe a lot of you guys just missed out on the agent selection screen the previous time. So aggressive. We are going to be seeing once again Rio going ahead and picking up the Sova, Clouda on the Phoenix. Iron Kill is going to pick up Jet. Betray is going to be on the Killjoy, and Dragon Slayer should be on the Astra as well. From the side of T69, Fox on the Killjoy, Sami on the Jet, Strix is going to be playing the Phoenix, Bad Love on the Astra, and Edit99 is going to be playing the Sova.
Strix on the Phoenix, I don't know how I really feel about this because knowing Strix as a player, he doesn't really have that control-based playstyle that a lot of the other teams have. Like a lot of the other Phoenix players have, sorry. So will he be able to pull out that Phoenix properly is the real question because Phoenix is not a character that you just rush on down over to the side and go in for frags every single time. He's a character that you play with slow, methodical playstyle, throwing your hot hands around corners, using your curveballs to gain some information, gain some space for your own team, and then using your flame walls to not just enter yourself down onto the side, but also set up your teammates as well. Will Strix be able to do that is the real question because his dynamic as a player is a lot more solo based, and Phoenix really does not give that level of solo potential down to the player. And a lot of people are going to disagree with me saying that, hey, Phoenix is a lot more self sufficient as a fragger, but when you play him based upon your team, you just get so much more value out of this one singular agent. And will Strix be able to do that to take this possible win against the side of Gennex, or will he falter under the pressure? Will be the real test as we are going to be moving on down forward onto this first initial round. Because with 5 seconds left on the clock, Assassin, it's time to go in for the play. It's time to see what's going to happen because there seems as though there's another technical pause coming on from the side of Gennex.
Interesting. Gennex are going to be calling in for that pause, so we're going to be seeing what exactly is the issue. But yeah, it looks like that we haven't got an update from the side of Gennex as well. So maybe it's just something coming out from the side of them. Maybe internet, maybe electricity. You never really know. Yeah, it is a tech pause actually, and I guess something happened. Maybe the mouse disconnected or something. I mean, interesting stuff, right? Interesting stuff happened to all of these players. Like once I was like, this guy was like his mouse got disconnected, and I'm like, wow, mouse got disconnected. So how long does it take for you to just reconnect your mouse back? And he's like, I don't know, man. It's just not detected. I'm like, all right, take your time, no worries. But hey, we got the pistol round ready, so we're just gonna quickly jump straight into it as well. Sami, what the hell? He was
Good
blind as a
dodge.
bat, but yeah, he still managed to get that frag with the Sheriff. Interesting stuff coming out from Sammy as he is going to go ahead and get that initial entry, get the man advantage for the side of Team T69. But it is going to be the side of Team Gennex Esports to bring it back and neutralize the man advantage. I'm going to be seeing Bad Love, who's going to move in over towards the middle position, over towards Pizzas. And Aggressive, what do you think? He's going to be able to get frag?
Oh, I feel bad about Bad Love because I don't think he's expecting Ion in that angle. Ion's going to be able to take down Bad Love. Beautiful shot coming in down from him. And that's going to hurt a lot, moving on down towards the defensive side, because now without any form of smoke, any form of utility to try and bring it back down onto their end, things are just not looking up for the side of the defenders just yet. But still, hey, this is a 3 versus 4 situation. Very much possible for the side of T69 and probably take this win out for themselves. But at the same time, considering the positioning coming on down through from the side of the attackers, they're in the perfect spot to go in for a lot of their own plays. Fix is kind of trying to go in for that first initial kill. He's going to be able to take down Betray, but at this point, there's not much that they can do. Strix is only 1 HP, Rio on the left, Dragon Slayer on the right. It's already over. There's not much that they can do to try and take this one away from them. Gennex, they get the first turn on the board in a very beautiful post-plant.
Right here.
So yeah, Gennex Esports going ahead and claiming their victory on the pistol round right there. Seems like that they are about to bamboozle Team T69 quite a lot. In my opinion, the way Team Gennex Esports approached this specific pistol round, right, to just get all of that distraction done over towards the middle position, and then we had, Ion Q as well holding on over towards mid to just get that frag on towards Bad Love. It was all well played and well strategized. Really loved it. But what I love more is to see this kind of aggressive plays coming out from Clouda. He's gonna go ahead and get himself the frag on towards the Jet from the side of T69. Fox still managed to find the frag on towards Dragon Slayer with nothing but a ghost. And yeah, it is going to be 899 to take down Ion Q.
Fox? You just did not get a double kill and actually get away with it. You're going to finally be able to shut down a runaway Strix, but at the same time, it's a 2 versus 2 situation with Edit holding it down strong with his buddy Fox goes on 5 HP. The rotations are going to be coming on down through as well, ladies and gentlemen, but at the same time, they don't have any shields, and they're going up against 2 people who have all of their shields, all of their utility, a recon bolt, and a shock dart to boot, with a couple of nanoswarms on top of this fight. Yeah, Assassin, I think that this round is almost impossible for the side of T69 to go in for a possible clutch, but hey, maybe they could get one more kill and stop a bonus that could be coming on down through from the side, Gennex.
Well, I mean, they can try. The only problem is that Fox is very low, and as soon as that nanoswarm is going to activate itself, it's going to be him to be going down at 899, trying desperately to get a kill before falling down. But unfortunately, it's going to be Betrayed to just lock his crosshairs to the face of it and kind of do some damage onto that beautiful face coming out from 899.
It's going to be happy that you complimented him like that, so... In a way, I guess.
Ed is my really good friend. So I will compliment all of my friends. I'll make them feel good about themselves because that's what you should do, right? Like.
So I'm the only one who you insult. So am I the best friend? Does the best friend get all of the insults?
I mean, I haven't insulted you. Come on.
Assassin. Don't lie on broadcast. We're not supposed to do that as casters.
I mean, I insulted Quaint. I never insulted you.
Oh my god, Quaint is gonna feel bad about that. Moving on down over to the matchup, ladies and gentlemen. The round's gonna be starting on down through, and the push is having coming on down as well. That's gonna be caught with the first initial kill. Beautiful flash coming down from him. IQ's gonna be able to find another one for himself, but at the same time, Betray a little bit too overzealous for that gun. He was tiny little bit greedy, and he does pay the ultimate price for it with his own life. But at the same time, the man advantage is still in the favor of the side of the attackers. They should be able to hold on down strong. They should be able to go in for a kill. But Sami on that flag is going to be able to shut down Cloud and going in for another one for himself. And with that, it's a 3 versus 3 situation. The alarm bot does spot out Ion, so he needs to dash on out. He needs to go on down over to a better position. With the outrun coming on down from the side of Edit, they should be able to get a little bit of information. They should know where they are going to be holding, and Dragon Slayer keeps getting caught off guard. He's getting shot from the left, he's getting shot from the right, but Ion, he's there as a backup, he's there as the last saving grace for the attacking side. Gennex, and with that, Rio just throws a shock dart straight into the face of Fox to take him on down out, and Fox, yeah, he was just not expecting it. He didn't know where to go. He didn't know if he should jump down over into the side, because Sami, yeah, he was in the most unfavorable position possible.
3-0, as I said, right? Team Gennex Esports are very good at the map of Ascent, and there's absolutely no denying that. They're showcasing us why exactly they're known as the Ascent gods right now. Team T69, they have to pull up. They have to pull up their weights, and they have to get something done, because now that they're on nothing but the pistols, we can just sort of forget about this round as well. But the next round is going to be a full buy coming out from them, and I really want them to, uplift that level of play coming out from them. I want them to put up the numbers on the board, and I want them to give a tough fight to the side of Team Gennex Esports.
And now, on this round in particular, it feels the Gen X, you know exactly what's up, and they're able to control every single avenue of the map of Ascent so beautifully here, Assassin. They're not stepping off the gas pedal. They know exactly what to expect coming on down through from their opposition team. And they're changing up their strategies accordingly every single time. And this is what I love coming out from them. They know what to do. They know what to expect. And they're not overpeaking angles. They're taking it slow. They're taking it smart. And waiting for the side of T69 to make that first initial mistake. A little bit too much aggression from the side of T69 as well, causing them to lose out on so many of these rounds. And they need to try and stabilize. And they need to try and go in for a play almost immediately, because Assassin, the rounds are going on down so quickly that they don't really have a lot of time to work with. Strix wanted to go in for one more kill, but the backup's already there. He's going to be able to shut down Strix and keep his buddies safe down onto the sidelines. The last member remaining is going to be Bad Love with his own Sheriff. Wants to go in for that shot, but against Betray, yeah, that's just not going to happen. Crisp, clean locks coming on down through, ladies and gentlemen, from the side of the Killjoy to take everyone down. That's going to be 0 and 4 on the scorecards. And a very clean lead coming on down through for the side of Gennex.
Clean sweep indeed, dude. 4-0. And we expected that, because it was nothing but the pistols for the side of Team T69. Now that they have a full buy, I really want them to just, strengthen up that defense over towards the middle position a little bit more. Like, I believe that mid is a place where Team T69 are kind of having a little bit of a problem. And I feel like, the entirety of Team Gennex Esports are going to try and move in over towards the A side from the middle position as well as the A mains.
You should run.
For now, though, it is the entirety of Team Gennex Esports to be holding over towards the A lobbies. And interestingly, we're going to be seeing the Killjoy put down the lockdown as well, which is going to force the defenders, that is Team T69, out of the A side. And Cloud Eye is just further moving in with his run it back. Not going to be able to get a frag, but does get the information that, hey, there is Strix over towards the Cardin's position, and it is going to be Ion Q with that operator to get taken down. Strix, on the other hand, does manage to find himself a frag, whereas Fox comes right in and takes down Betray. This retake, it looks like that the full buy round coming out from the side of Team T69 is working out for them. As ZF99 is going to stick that specific defuse, we're going to be seeing the rest of the players try to go in for the frag instead. 4-1, as my prayers have sort of been answered. It's going to be Team T69 to go ahead and put up that weight. They're going to put up that first shot of the board and an amazing retake over towards the A side.
That was a very beautiful play coming on down from the side of T69 to have control over the entire map and then use their abilities in proper conjunction with one another. Because the way that the side of T69 was really using their abilities just goes to show the potency that they do have as a team. It's really important that whenever you're playing that Phoenix, that you use those hot hands properly to stop that first immediate A push. That's exactly what Strix did. Allowed enough time for his teammates to come on down over to a possible rotation from there and take position, and then go in for the flanks for the side of Sammy and Fox, trying to hold down the angle of A short, making sure that no one can go in for a push from that specific angle, because the push from A main has already come on down through. So making sure that flank route has been checked out is one of the most crucial factors. But at the same time, Sammy, he's not being over aggressive just yet. Heard out the reloads on coming on down through from the side of Betray. He doesn't want to go in for that push. He just wants to play it slow. He just wants to play it smart. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, both of these teams, they're not really going in for the push just yet, but Strix, he needs to be very much careful because he's stuck between a rock and a hard place. And if he's not careful, if he dies out a little bit too early, he's not going to be able to use his runner back for that possible retake play that he wants to try and do. And with the A-side noise already being made, all the members of the side of Gen X, They're making their way down towards that B side into the waiting arms of Sammy, who does get choke darted for a little bit of damage, but still, with all of the utility being placed and a mid control already established by the side of Gennex, they can easily go in for that execution, but they need to go through Fox, and they need to go through Sammy as well. Sammy's gonna be good for one, Sammy's gonna be good for two, and Sammy on those knives! He's just tearing that up like butter. Betray's gonna be good for two, but against Sammy, how much can you do? How much can you survive? Because Sammy on the classic right leg straight to the forehead of Clouda. Slaps him down straight to Earth and be like, you're not on that high pedestal. I am on this pedestal instead. Sammy's gonna be able to get a 4K for himself in quick, successive, stylish fashion.
It looks like that Sammy is just out of the blue activated himself. He's kind of angry at the fact that Gennex Esports walked away with 4 rounds already. And he's like, well, I'm going to put up a 4K to give a fitting reply. So why not? Let's just quickly go ahead and put up a 4K and give that fitting reply to them that, hey, we're not out of this yet, all right? We are equally good on the map of Ascent as well. And that is going to be Team T69 going ahead, putting up that second round of the board as well. So for now, Team Gennex Esports once again are trying to move in over towards A, and they're going in for that defaultish setup over towards the A side with the Cosmic Divide, and you know, that tiny little edge where they are going to go ahead and go in for the plant. But bad luck. This time around, though, we have got him who's going to go ahead and take out the planter. And with that, we're going to be seeing Strix just raising that wall so that they can go in for that diffuse as well. All they have to do is just go ahead and stick it. But you know what? We've got the ultimate, the Hunter's Fury, ready from the side of Team Gennex Esports. We're going to be seeing the Hunter's Fury coming in, and we are going to be seeing Edit 99 getting taken down really soon. Never mind. All of these players are going to be tagged. Everyone is going to be low, but Sammy and Bad Love, man. Look at Bad Love getting himself a triple that round to put up the third on the board for the side of Team T69. What is going on? I mean, you know, Sammy getting a 4K to give a reply to the 4 rounds that Team Gennex Esports got, and now Bad Love getting a triple to put up the third round of the board. Like, damn, Illuminati.
Nah, I think that Bad Love was like, I know for a fact that Sammy, you're one of the most young and talented players that we have on our roster, but at the same time, I can't let you show up like that. I'm Bad Love. I'm supposed to be the one-tap machine, not you. He comes on down over to the server, and he's like, hey, hold my beer. I'm going to go in for that play, and I'm going to hit a couple of crisp, clean locks myself. And with that first initial 4K coming on down from the side of Sammy, it feels as though the entirety of T69, their dynamic has completely... And it's like a second win for them. That's exactly how they're playing. They're playing it slow, they're playing it smart, using a lot of their angles beautifully. And Edit, he just threw a blind Hunter's Fury, getting a kill down to his own twin brother. Sammy gets another kill down with that operator. And Bad Love, he's looking for one more himself as well. And Strix can easily take this kill down on the Clouda. I'm very sure that he expects this play. He knows for a fact that Clouda's holding down on that angle. Strix is going to be able to get that kill. The better gun is going to be the Phantom, ladies and gentlemen. And this is why the Phantom rate will always reign supreme over the Vandal.
So, in a 2 vs 4 situation, they still have to get the spike down, though. And the problem is that IonQ has got an operator. He, in my opinion, should just go ahead and switch weapons, because in a 2 vs 4 situation, you really don't want to have one player on that operator, the other one on the rifle, because the other player, that is Mr. Dragon Slayer, is going to try and go into that spike plant, and it is going to be really tough for, you know, IonQ to give that sort of a backup as well with the operator. See, that is exactly what is going to happen. 99 is going to go ahead and peek both these players down. And it's just going to be pretty easy for T69 to get that 4th round of the board as well. Now, they are bringing it back. And I sort of told you that once their proper full buy comes out from the side of T69, they are going to start putting up the numbers and putting up the numbers as well. And they are doing that. In Gennex Esports, suddenly, it looks like that they have run out of strats and they've run out of things to do. Because they're again and again and again just hitting over towards the A side.
One more time, it's going to be another push coming out from the side of Gennex. They want to go in for a faster. They want to try and go in for an execution play. But looking at the position coming on down through from the side of Not Fox, Beautiful utility usage coming on down from it. Strix is gonna be good for one. Strix should be good for two. He's not gonna be able to find the kill though. Down on Rio instead. It's gonna be IQ coming on down as a backup squad. He's gonna be able to shut down another person. Rio trying to survive. No, for the fact that one member is gonna be holding him down from the back. And Strix is gonna be able to on IQ. Goes in for a couple of shots. But battle up with the Odin. He's running. He's got it. He wants to go in for that kill. But at the same time, the throws could just be coming on down through as well. Both of the Somas at 1 HP. And he can easily go in for this kill. He just needs to jump down. He needs to expect this angle. But the position is just not there. One's at 10, one's at 8. Who's gonna be able to win things out is the real question. Will Rio be able to get this kill? Will he be able to find it in Rio? He heard the footstep and hit it. He just should have jumped down instead. Ladies and gentlemen, that's gonna be a massive ouch coming on down through from the side of T69. But hey, it's for those memes, Assassin. Unless you're able to meme, you're never gonna be able to win.
I mean, ouch indeed, right? Bad love? What was he thinking? Why would he just run in with that Odin like that? But yeah, that's bad love for you. You really can't do anything about that. And I really don't know why Team Gennex Esports are, sort of trying to go in over towards the A side again and again and again. And this time around, though, they have a little bit of a different plan. So they, again, are going to show their presence over towards the A side. But eventually, later down the line, they're going to move in over towards mid and going over towards the B side as well. So they have 3 players outside of the B side. We're going to be seeing Clouda, who is going to try and take the charge for this specific entry over towards B. And with a minute and 10 seconds left on the clock, we're going to be seeing Bad Love with that Odin as well. Sammy with the operator is going to peek in towards the B links, and he's going to find himself a frag. That was something insane, and there's absolutely no one from the side of Team Gennex Esports towards the high mid position or even over towards the mid links, which was that specific area for a certain push coming out from the side of T69. Like, I understand for the fact that, Team T69, they did not sort of make any sorts of pushes, but it's not like they won't be making it anytime. They are definitely going to come up with these nutty push, and they are going to try and put the man advantage as well. It's going to be Strix and Fox. That's right, Strix and Fox to have amazing coordination, and Sammy just goes in for the peek and takes down IonQ. This is insane. Bad Love does find the frag on towards Betray with the Odin. And I guess that Sammy is gonna relay in the information as well that, hey, Rio is over towards the 3 rooms position, and with 18 seconds left on the clock, I leave Rio to you guys. I don't even want that kill. I'm done. I'm tired of fragging.
Assassin, my jaw just dropped and I'm stuttering again. Sammy, he just hit the naughtiest shot of his entire career, going in for a beautiful quickscope down on the IonQ, and then straight through the wall, tagging Rio. He tagged Rio to the wall. I saw his HP drop from full to a literal half. This guy, he's feeling himself on that operator, and I'm really scared for the side of Gennex, because whenever Sammy feels himself, we know for a fact that his track record on this one operator could just be the deciding and ending factor for any hopes and dreams of the side of Gennex. They need to shut Sammy down almost immediately, and yes, just as I was talking about Sammy, he does get taken on down, but hey, don't worry about it. Strix is going to be there to go in for his own reverse play, shut everyone down, and Bad Luck, he has his own. He has his signature memes on his side, and who needs anything else other than memes, ladies and gentlemen? Memes are king, and it's going to be edited on his side to make sure that his buddy Bad Love, he doesn't die because of those memes.
Last round in the half.
Is Bad Love just gonna keep on using this Odin throughout the game?
Odin OP.
Yeah, I know that, but are you sure you want to do that on the second half as well?
Not on the second half, maybe on the defensive half for sure.
Maybe, yeah. It's just a defender side strat coming out from Bad Love that, hey, just gonna hold on with an Odin. I'm gonna be the Rambo. I'm gonna be the Rambo, the Terminator. I'm just gonna hold like with a machine gun in my hand. I'm not gonna allow them to enter into the site.
Bad luck for you, ladies and gentlemen. He always has those spicy strategies. He always knows what to expect. He always knows what to do. But at the same time, it feels as though it's gonna be another play coming down from the side of the attackers, because now with that lockdown, should be able to go in for a push. They should be able to go in for a play. Strix going in for a couple of shots for himself. Wants to try and wait for that first initial pickup. And Sammy's moving it down towards the back end. He's not going to be able to survive for long though, because the spam is just going to be so true. It's going to be Rio coming on down through with his own Shockdart kill. And with that, all of the utility being used all over the map. Bad Luck's going to be good for one with his own Odin, but that's pretty much it. And now, it's just going to be our boy Edit going on down over to a 1 versus 3 situation. Will he be able to pull it off is the real question. They don't know where he is just yet, and it's gonna be good for 1. But will he be good for 2 is the real question. He's not gonna be able to find out Dragon Slayer though. Crouched it a little bit too early there, Assassin. And he pays the price for it, and we are looking at a repeat of map number 1. It's that 6-6 scoreline, and I'm dreading what's gonna happen on this first initial piss round. If the side of T69 are able to win this, everyone in chat is gonna be writing scripted. Like, literally everyone.
More than that, right? What I'm worried about is T69 and their attack. Like, I'm not sure if they are ready on the map of Ascent. They definitely are going to bring in that puckish style play as well, and maybe just combine it with their own set of strategy if they have prepared any for the side of Ascent. But yeah. For now, though, it is going to be the entire team T69 to hold outside of the A site. And this is going to be at 99 to gain some information by just sending in that Aldro. He's going to try and see where exactly all of the alarm bot and the Nanostorm grenades are. And with that, we're going to be seeing Strix going ahead and closing out the door as well towards a short position. Interestingly, the spike can be planted now, and the entirety of Team Gennex Esports, they are going to be on the rotate as well. 2 players are coming in from the middle position, by the way, and they're moving in over towards Street Room. They're not coming in from the back line, so there's no backstab whatsoever. Entire team T69, all they have to do is just hold on to their afterplan positions and just play it out for time. But Rio, just look at him go right now. He's just going ahead, clicking heads left, right, and center. And Bad Love is trying to get frags of his own, as it all comes out of Bad Love and Edit 99. Both of them not going to be able to stay alive as Rio. This guy's an absolute unit, man. Look at this. Just got himself like a triple or something that round to secure the 7th on the board for the side of Team Gennex Esports.
That was a super clean play coming on down through from the side of Gen X. Their defensive retake was so beautiful as well, with the first initial kill coming on down through from the side of Clouda. On a little bit too much of an over-aggressive Fox, I would say. Fox could have played that a lot more slower, played it a lot more defensive, playing based upon his nano swarms instead of opting to go in for much more of that aggressive flank route. But it's completely fine. It is the pistol run coming on down through from the side of Gen X. So in the long run, it's not going to hurt them as much if they do play their cards properly. Strix is going to be farming up a couple of orbs for himself, because that one ultimate could just be the difference maker for a lot of these pushes that could be coming on down through from the attacking side. But look at that defensive hole coming on down through. It's going to be a double setup. It's going to be INQ getting 2 kills for himself, but at the same time, Bad Luck, he just swings the corner and gets a double for himself as well, sending it down over to a 2 versus 3 situation. And also, ladies and gentlemen, Bad Luck, he has his goddamn Astral Divide as well. Assassin, this is an 8-point ultimate, and he got it this quickly right after the pistol round. What?
Interesting. He got himself a triple the previous round, right?
Yes.
And he got himself a double this round, I guess. So, yeah, there you go. That makes sense. I mean, I'm not sure what's up. And he planted the spike as well, if I'm not wrong. So, yeah.
But still, that's a really quick ult for an 8-point
Hold on a
ultimate.
second. Yeah, that's kind of... Did he pick up an orb this round? He did, right?
Yeah, I think the orb that he made, like, dude,
Wait,
the
got
level of ultimate point control.
Yeah, so Bad Love...
Crazy.
So I'll tell you, he got himself a triple the previous round, and then he got the spike planted as well, so that's like 4 ult orbs. And then he farmed an orb towards B main, and then he got a triple for himself the previous round as well. So that makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
But dude,
that
Bad
is...
Love?
Yeah, I mean, Bad Love, I can't deny. I'm not surprised. The guy is just getting frags, okay? He's getting himself a triple, a double, a quad every round, so... There's gonna be Fox to go ahead and get the frag onto his Betray this time around, though. I've got no idea why Betray was so aggressive, being a killjoy, but... I guess Strix is also going to be aggressive towards the middle positions as he's trying to get some frags of his own. There you go. There goes Rio. That's going to be a 5 versus 2 situation for the side of Team T69, and they should pretty much have the 8th round of the board. Oh, wow, Bad Love. This time around, though, he's sleeping. A little bit too sleepy. Yeah, a little bit too sleepy. Bad Love, it's okay, man. Just finish out this game, and you can have the day off. As Strix is going to find the final player onto his... is going to find the final player as well. His nemesis on the server right now. 8-7 is T69. They've got the lead now, and I feel like the entirety of Team Gennex Esports are going to be ready to take on Team T69 in this round, as they've got themselves a full buy. Betray has to sort of sacrifice on the full shields, but hey, no operator out, so that's kind of sad.
Yeah, I'm not being able to pick up his operator that early. It's just gonna hurt them a lot more on their own defensive hold because now they need to play it a lot more smarter and they cannot rely on the raw firepower that could be bringing it all down to the table. A couple of tech issues coming on down through once again from the side of Gennex. We're gonna be fixing that up soon enough and we'll be back into the match immediately. But at the same time, Assassin, you can see one of the big ultimates are available from the side of T69. That run it back is looking juicy, and I'm very sure that Strix, he's gunning for this play, and he is ready to use it almost immediately, no matter what happens. A little bit of information being gained from the side of Edit at the bare minimum before the run it back has been popped. The smokes are going to be coming on out as well, and Betrayed, he's in a pretty sticky situation. He could just get caught off by that hot hands, and Strix, he knows exactly where to expect Betray, and Betray, he should have just given it up. He should not have held that angle, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is where the real pain will about to start. They have the man advantage for themselves, but immediately it's going to be Cloud being able to get that personal kill. But Fox, he went down under heaven when he was still tagged. That's going to hurt them a lot. Strix is going to bypass the bypass the running back coming on down through from the side of Cloud, but still gets taken out by Dragonster. Shots are going to be going on down all over the place, and with systematic precision, all members of the side of Gennex. This was a really confusing round here, Assassin. They were able to win out the round, but I have no idea what just happened.
You know what else I was amazed with? Bad Love again has his ultimate ready.
What?
He again has his ultimate ready. Check it out.
2 rounds? Like, this guy's getting his ults every 2 rounds, so.
Like what's going on? Like, do we have some sort of like anything running in the background? Bad Love, hello.
Check his PC.
Yeah, can someone please check his PC? But hey, jokes aside, man, this guy really knows how to farm that ult. Like, yeah,
Very important this one.
I didn't mention, right, that he's getting all of these important kills, but at the same time, that is something that is insane and Bad Love. Nothing but mad respect for you for that. So on towards this round, right? We are going to be seeing a split approach coming out from the side of Team T69. They are going to have 3 players coming in from the 3 rooms, 2 coming in from the A mains position. And the defenders over towards A from the side of Team Gennex Esports. I don't think so. They're going to be for the task of holding down the side. Because Bad Love, once again, will take down Cloud, and we are going to be seeing a frag taken up by Sammy. And Q. Going to be seeing him just going ahead and just ghost opening that door, and Sammy is going to try and survive, but unfortunately he's not going to be able to do that. Bad Love return on 1 versus 2, make it a 1 versus 1, as he might just be playing in and around the Cosmic Divide. I think mostly he's got this. Just don't overthink this, Bad Love. Don't overthink this. Yeah, I guess he's just going to overthink this.
Yeah.
And he's going to move out. He's going to be forced to move out as well. Thanks to the recon coming out from Rio. Rio, well played, buddy, as you're going to be the one to go ahead and put that 9th on the board for the side of Team Gennex Esports and get that lead back from the hands of Team T69. But Bad Love, nice try. Once again, a triple for him. And I guess that is going to sort of give him total 4 ult points. The plant and 3 kills. So 4 out of 7. Nice.
It feels as though he panicked just a tiny little bit. And he could have just shifted on towards the other side of Generator. Maybe he could have just played for that time a little bit more. But you know what happens in those 1 versus 1 situations. You tend to overthink things, as you just stated. And you make a lot more mistakes here and there. It does happen to the best of us, and even to these pro players and these esports athletes. You can expect the same thing to happen. So no harm, no foul. Good try coming on down to the side of Bad Love. But at the same time, I feel as though this round in particular is where some of the real fun will about to start, because INQ, once again, he has his operator in his hands and he is just tearing up the entire server. His name is the Ripper, and he is ready to go and reap some souls away coming on down through from the side of the attackers. 1 by 1, the shots were coming on down in lead. It's going to be Dragonster with another kill and Betray to get the final kill as well onto the side of Edit. And with that, that's going to be the 10th round on the board. And the double digits starting on down through for the side of Gennex for the first time in this entire matchup, because having that definitive lead and then heading on down over to the double digits, the side of T69, their backs are against the wall, and will they be able to come on back from it will be the real question, because considering the ultimates that the side of the defenders have, Assassin, things are just not looking up for the side of the attackers.
Yeah, it's just insane to see these level of plays being made by both of these teams, right? And I can't wait to see what IonQ can do against this turret. And hey, all right, nicely done. I'm gonna be seeing a little bit of
Turret didn't
backup given
spot
to him as well. Sorry, yeah,
The
the turret
turret
did sort of do that exclamation mark, right? It sort of like alerted itself, so they know for a fact that there is someone over towards the A main's position. Fox going to be completely concussed and is going to be, sucked into the gravity well as well. Whereas Dragon Slayer and IonQ, they both find themselves a frag each. We are going to be seeing the short door getting shut down. There's going to be Fox to move in with that Phantom as well alongside Strix. Yep. Could have been a flawless round if two of the players didn't fall down from the side of Team Gennex Esports. But hey, nice hold. 11-8. As it looks like the Gennex Esports, they are looking to take away map number 2 is sent and drag this game to map number 3 is going to be Haven. But I feel like T69, they still have a fighting chance at this.
Honestly, that round was absolutely so beautiful coming on down through from the side of Gennex. You have to see their defensive hold, watching on down towards the side of A short, and then holding it down stronger towards the side of A main. Any push from any side, it feels as though the side of T69, they've fallen into that trap, and once again they're heading on down towards that A side assassin. And I do not like this whatsoever. Constantly going on down towards one side and not even going towards the side of B. It's a massive question mark for me, and I'm really wondering what the side of T69 are actually thinking in a lot of their execution. Yes, they're going to be able to get that spike plan down. Yes, they did get a little bit of information, but they're not going to be able to hold out for long, though, because now the defender side of Killjoy Ultimate is going to be coming on down through, and with this one initial Killjoy Ultimate, things are just not going to be looking up. The setups are ready. It's going to be Betray with the first initial kill down on the Battle Up, and already you're losing out on your smokes. And with the Detain coming on down through as well, and with the Cosmic Divide coming on down through from the side of the defenders, it's pretty much already over. It's done and dusted. You cannot go in for this proper play. You cannot try and go in for this peak. But just as I was saying that, the Caster's Curse is going to be working out beautifully. It is going to be Sami trying to hold him down strong. He's going to be able to get double kills for himself. He's looking for the last kill as well. And Sami with those Blade Storm. He's just feeling himself. And honestly, Assassin, my Caster's Curse is just too good. Gennex, don't DM me on Instagram. I didn't say anything. It was Assassin's fault.
Wow. You spin it all down on me, huh? Yeah. Well, to be honest, it's none of our faults. It's just Team T69 being T69. They're just way too good. And they know for a fact that they are supposed to make that comeback. They're supposed to take map number 2 as well. It's not like Team Gennex Esports are pulling off some sort of a rocket science here. Their defense is just as good as Team T69's. But it's a little bit better because I feel like, they are just making use of their utilities and their abilities a little bit more better than Team T69. But it looks like that Strix is just going to use his aim a little bit more better. And this is going to be Sami to be caught inside of that nanoswarm pool. And he's just going to mostly lose his life with his bad luck. He loses his to the nanoswarms, and Fox is just going to get the frag onto his Dragon Slayer as well. Two players are incredibly low. It's all down to 99, by the way, and where exactly is that it? He's over to his support house position. So the 3 vs 2 situation, despite the man advantage being... Yeah, I don't like this as well. I mean, the man advantage, it being in the favor of Team T69, I still feel like this might go into the favor of Gennex Esports, yeah.
Yeah, because when you consider the positioning coming on down through from the side of T69, they're not in the perfect spot, but this could be that deciding factor! Ion not being able to hit that shot down onto Sami! That's gonna hurt a lot when it comes out of those raw whiffs, ladies and gentlemen. And Ion, he's probably feeling that and probably kicking himself for it as well, because that was such a crucial and very important kill coming on down through for the side of Gennex. They do lose out on that round, but at the same time, that's gonna be a very demoralizing round loss, coming on down through from the side of Gennex, because they should have been able to try and get that round off the board because they had all of the advantages, they had all of the utility as well. The fact that they were not able to close that one out just goes to show the resourcefulness coming on down from the side of T69. But at the same time, they need to switch up their strategy and try something a little bit more different. But at the same time, hey, it's bad luck. And bad luck, he has to provide again. So my FPS is going to drop to about 90, and I'm going to see a beautiful execution coming on down through from the side of T69.
So, yeah, I mean, round number 22. Really looking forward to seeing what Team T69 are going to do. Where exactly they're going to execute. Equally, I'm intrigued about what is going to come out from the side of Team Gennex Esports, because you know what's interesting? They don't have the buy to go ahead and put up the 12th on the board. So, yeah, I mean, with nothing but the pistols and Betray and Clouda on the Vandal, I'm not really sure if they can give a fight to the side of Team T69. Let's just do a quick analysis, by the way. We are to see Team T69 win out this specific round, correct? So making it 11-11, which will sort of give the money to the side of Team Gennex Esports so that they can pull out a full buy as well the next round. And if Team T69 goes ahead and gets that as well, then it's pretty much over. But if Gennex Esports get that round, then T69, will they have enough money to go ahead for a full buy in the last round of the match? Yes, they do, right?
Yes.
So yeah, it is going to be actually Team Gennex Esports who have to stabilize the economy.
This stage, it's gonna be Betray getting that first initial kill down on a little bit too much of an over-aggressive Sam. He was not expecting such a massive swing to come on down from the side of the Killjoy, but this first initial kill will be so crucial. And Ian, he knows what's up. He knows exactly where it is. He heard those bullet sounds and he was expecting that play to happen. And this is why, ladies and gentlemen, you will always want to be running a Phantom whenever you're trying to spam through a smoke. And yes, I'm putting a lot of emphasis down towards the Phantom, and I don't care, Assassin. The Phantom is the way to go whenever you're playing a game of Valorant. That's why a lot of the top caliber teams, the top caliber players down in other regions as well, they're shifting towards that Phantom a lot more because of how strong that can be and how much versatility it has in comparison to the Vandal. But at the same time, nothing can ever beat that one-tap potential that you can have with that one. At the same time, the pushes are going to be slow, the pushes are going to be smart, and I'm pretty sure that Bad Luck, he should have been able to spot out the head of that person in the player. I feel though, he's not going to be able to hit those shots and daggers to miss out, and that's going to be another 3 versus 3 situation and a possible round win coming on down through from the side of T69, but with the ultimate now being popped from the side of Bad Luck, things are just going to be looking on up and up and up, because now it's going to be Strix's time to shine. He pulls out the running back, he knows exactly where Clouda is, not going to be able to find that shot, but gets a little bit of information at the very least, and with that first initial pull, and now Clouda's running back, things are just going to be a little bit more interesting moving on down the line. Strix no longer has any form of utility to work with, he only has that flame one, but his position is just not known yet. Rio's going to be going in for a couple of plays for himself, he's not going to hit that shot, and Strix is looking for that ace to be able to find it in Strix! With this movement and his precise gunplay, he's gonna be able to shut down Clouda as well. Take that ace for himself at 3 HP, and a dream coming out for Strix, ladies and gentlemen. The headshots were crispy, the movement was beautiful, and those dodges and those dance moves as well. Assassin, he needs to take a bow, because Strix, you amazed all of us, you made everyone's jaw drop.
Definitely take a bow, man. Like, what the hell was that? Strix! So good! And I'm not really sure why the Phoenix didn't say out that specific character line. That's going in the highlight reel for sure. But hey, like, that was definitely insane, man. Strix, awesome. Like, despite being low on HP, managed to get into the final frag on the board, and he's just consistently putting up the numbers for the side of Team T69. And I guess Team T69, with this level of consistency, they might just go ahead and put up that 12th on the board as well. Sammy right now is going to be the one to fall back a little bit, and he's like, okay, you know what? Let's just not neutralize the man advantage, and it sort of is a disadvantage for us right now. It's a 3 versus 4 situation. Team Gennex Esports, they might be the ones to go ahead and put up that 12th on the board. So let's just try and get it all back. Let's just try and get a kill. And if Sammy can just activate himself, I feel like they might have got this. Bad Love is down, and so is it at 99. So things are going to be a little bit difficult for the side of Team T69. Sammy is going to take a lot of damage as well because of that specific flame wall. Betray's just holding the angle. He knows for a fact that someone is just going to go ahead and close out that door as well. And no, Betray is going to miss. He's going to try and connect that shot onto it. Sammy, but Sammy is just too good. Goes out for the white peak. He's going to get that snap to the face, but Rio, well, he's going to be the thorn into the works of Team T69. He's going to be an amazing anchor as always. He's going to take triple for himself to put up that 12 on the board. 12-11 is going to be a match point for the side of Team Gennex Esports. T69, well, as I said, I did do the math and the analysis, and I'm happy that my math did not fail me. There's going to be a buy coming out from the side of Team T69, and I feel like Gennex Esports They've got that operator out into the hands of Ion Q. Fingers crossed. Let's hope that this goes overtime because I really want to see overtime, man.
Yeah, at this point, this one operator will be the saving grace or could be the end all be all for the side of the defenders because Ion, if he's not able to get a lot of value out of that operator, things are just not going to be looking good whatsoever. But at the same time, look at Battle of positioning. He was actually able to move himself down forward. But Edit, if he goes in for this swing, if he goes in for this jiggle, things are just not going to be looking up. And he went in for the smart plan instead. Opted to use his owl drone. Probably heard other footsteps coming on down from the side of Iron Cube. So in the long run, they know for a fact that there is a possible operator holding on down towards that mid angle. And considering the money that they do have and the tendencies of Ion, they know that the operator is going to be coming on down soon enough. But Clouda, he's so holding down towards that garden area solo. So this solo hold could just be a detrimental factor. Rio has his crosshairs straight on strings, but doesn't know for a fact that he's holding down onto the back angle. It's going to be Fox. Caught off by a cheeky angle from the side of Cloud, a little bit of a nerd angle coming on down from him, but at the same time, it's a game of Valorant, ladies and gentlemen, and the wins are just so crucial as well. Cloud gets himself a double kill, getting another kill down on the Battle of, and now, with no controller and no Sentinel, 2 duelists and 1 initiator assassin, will the side of T69 be able to clutch this one out, or will we be heading on down front map number 3? Where both of these teams, they need to fight it off one more time to see who's going to be able to take this win and head on down forward over on the higher stages.
Well, other than that, being low on HP is gonna go ahead and get taken down as well by the hands of Betrayed. Looks like that Dragon Slayer won't be able to slay Strix as Strix is gonna do that instead to him. Sammy left out on a 1 versus 4. There's absolutely nothing that he can do, and it is gonna be Team Gennex Esports to put up that win on the map of Ascent, ladies and gentlemen. 13-11. What a play coming out from them. But more than that, I'm equally surprised to see Team T69 as well putting out that beautiful performance on the map of Ascent. Like, we expected Gennex Esports to go ahead and get that win as well on the map of Ascent. But we did not expect Team T69 to go ahead and put up a beautiful performance such as this. Congratulations, both teams. And in fact, I'm just way too happy for the side of Gennex Esports right now because these boys, well, they are taking it to map number 3 Haven. It's going to go down to the Wire as well as going the distance. And I can't wait to see what exactly is going to happen on the map of Haven as well. So, Aggressive, your thoughts on the map of Ascent as we move on towards the match highlights?
Honestly, in my eyes, both of these teams, they performed so beautifully when it came down to a lot of their defensive holds.
Yes.
But as we are going to be hitting on down over into the match highlights, I really want to show a little bit more emphasis towards a lot of those positional mistakes coming on down from the side of T69. And I believe like they lost out on so many rounds that they shouldn't have lost out on just because of a couple of, over aggressive or tough cough bad love plays that came on down through with an Odin. But we don't talk about that because memes are the name of the game from time to time. Shots are going to be going on down through. And I think that T69, they took this match a little bit too lightly, to say the very least. And hopefully this was a little bit of a wake-up call for them to try a lot more harder moving on down over to the map of Haven because them losing out on so many of the rounds that they did, they could have gotten themselves a massive advantage towards that attacking side, took it down to that 8-4 scoreline, and things would have been a lot more different. Then at that stage, it would be the side of Team Gen X on that massive disadvantage. But the fact that they ended it off on a 6-6 scoreline basically meant that, hey, it's an even Steven scoreboard. Anything can happen. Both of these teams are going to be playing beautifully. And at the very end of it all, it was the side of Gen X just being able to keep a calm and collected mind in comparison towards the side of teams T69, who constantly wanted to go in for those fast rushes down towards that A side instead of maybe going in for a mid play or maybe a B take. I feel as though things would have been a lot more different if they just switched up their strategies. But on the side of Ascent, it felt a little bit too one-dimensional from the side of T69.
Well, in my opinion, Gennex Esports as well, they messed up a lot in their attack side actually. Consistently hitting up over towards the A side again and again and again, giving that sort of a read as well to the side of Team T69. It was pretty predictable. And I feel like Team T69, they did absolutely everything to just go ahead and exploit that specific mess up coming out from the side of Team Gennex Esports. But all in all, pretty good performance. Gennex Esports, they did bring it back on their defense, and it was good. We almost thought that this game is going to go into an overtime, but it looks like that Team Gennex Esports, they know how to finish things off, and they're going to finish it off with a bang. As we head on over towards the map of Haven as well, I feel like Team T69, let's just hope that they are gonna get that strat books out because the map of Haven, they're gonna need it. Gennex Esports, now that they have won out on the map of Ascent as well, they are gonna badly want that victory on the map of Haven. Because we know for a fact that Clouda, Rhea, all of these guys are just really good when it comes down to the map of Haven. And yeah, RG Academy, they sort of are the gods when it comes down to maps like Ascent, Haven, and even Split. In fact, like I saw one time RG Academy playing Split, and it was pretty good. Their entire lineup and their entire setup was pretty damn good as well. They were running a dual controller setup, if I'm not wrong. So yeah. This is not RG Academy, of course. This is Gennex Esports, so
But the
can't really
strat book is
expect.
similar.
Yeah, yeah. But the strat book, but the pages might be from the exact same strat book. Never really know.
Yep.
But yeah, with
let's-
that, go ahead.
Yeah, like I wanted to talk a little bit more about Betrayal, man. This guy showed up massively throughout the entire game. Him being all that killjoy, being that unknown
Yeah.
quantity. I was like, maybe, hey, Betray's not gonna be that strong. He's just gonna be semi-decent, playing on that killjoy, being able to go in for a lot of those defensive holes. But Assassin, you do have to say that this guy has incredible, crispy aim. Every single time we see this guy on a defensive hold, he always gets at the bare minimum of 2 kills, not just 1, but 2. And that's why I feel as the Betray is that X factor for the side of Gen X to consistently take a lot of these wins. And one of the primary reasons why they were able to win out on the map of Ascent and heading on down over to Haven Assassin, I feel as though he is going to be the deciding factor if the side of Gen X will win or not.
True that. So you just have to wait and watch what exactly is going to happen on the map of Haven, guys. So I want you guys to stay glued to your screens and your seats because we are going to be coming right back with map number 3 Haven after a short break. And also, a little bit of a message from our sponsors. Please do go ahead and check out the Amazon Prime Day sale happening on the 26th and 27th of July. It is a banger of a sale, guys. Trust me, you don't want to miss this out. You definitely have to check out all the amazing deals that are going on the Amazon Prime Day sale using the link down in the description below or the link that is pinned on the chat section as well. So please go ahead, check out the sale while me and Aggressive are going to quickly go ahead, take a short break, get ourselves fresh, get ourselves energized, and we're going to be right back with you with the map of Haven as well. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Amazon Prime Day Valorant Championship brought to you in association with LG Ultragear, Logitech, SteelSeries, and Corsair. I'm your cost assassin 47. On the desk with me is Aggressive, and we are all set and ready to dive straight in towards the map of Haven as well. It is going to be a banger one for sure, and I can't wait to see what exactly is going to happen. Aggressive, what about you?
Honestly, after what happened in map number 1 and the close calling in map number 2 on a 13-11 scoreline assassin, both of these teams, they're at each other's necks and they're ready to go in for that kill. And which team is going to be able to go in for that kill is going to be the real question moving on down the line. Because whenever you consider the map of Haven here, Assassin, this is a map where strategy is like king everywhere. And I'm really concerned about the side of T69. Will they be able to go in for the proper strategies to go up against the side of Gen X, or will they falter under the pressure and not be able to go in for the best possible play?
But hey, by the way, you guys can definitely go ahead and check out some of the best deals on the Amazon Prime Day sale happening on the 26th and 27th of July later this month. So all you have to do is just click on the link down in the description below or the link that is pinned in the chat section and browse through some of the deals in the Amazon Prime Day sale as well. There are some incredible deals coming out from our sponsors, LG Ultragear, SteelSeries, Logitech, and Corsair. So you definitely don't want to miss this out as well. But hey, the map of Haven, I am just, even in the break, I was just speculating as to what exactly are going to be the agents that we are about to see from both of these teams. And uh, I know for a fact that the agent selection screen is going to be ready really, really soon. But I was just like, left wondering as to what exactly could be that one strat that might work out in the favor of T69. So let's quickly jump on straight on over towards the agent selection screen and see what exactly is going to be the lineup coming out from both of these teams. And Gennex Esports, it looks like that they are already ready. Dragon Slayer going to pick up the Astra. Going to be seeing Cloud on the Phoenix, Betray on the Killjoy, Ion Q might just be playing Yoru,
Going as well.
or
No, he's
yeah,
baiting.
yeah, he's just baiting. I guess he might be playing Yoru, or he can just go in for the Jet as always. Rio is going to be playing the Soa. From the side of Team T69, we're going to be seeing Badlow on the Astra. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Strix is going to be on the Phoenix. He did an amazing job in the previous map as well, so I won't take it away from him. Sammy is going to be on the Jet. Fox should be on the Killjoy or the Cypher. Should be the Killjoy because, recently teams have been, picking up Killjoy on the map of Haven. Earlier it used to be Cypher, but now they have found a love for Killjoy. Edit 99 is going to be playing Soa as always, isn't he? yeah, he is. So there you go. That's going to be the lineup coming out from these teams, man. What do you think about this, Aggressive?
This is the exact same composition of what we've seen over on the map with Sen, so I'm not really going to be breaking anything down because it's going to sound very repetitive. Both of these teams, they know exactly what they're doing. The composition is very clean. It's very all-rounded, based upon pure, utter team play and coordination, and that is why the Killjoy is a lot more stronger than the Cypher now, because if you have that Astra, it's like having that Killjoy enables you to do a lot more. The Killjoy, what is the primary problem with the Killjoy? A lot of the players and a lot of your opponents are just going to run away from your utility and they're going to be able to survive. But with the Astra and those gravity wells, it's a completely different dynamic. You can use your Killjoy utility to go in for proper kills every single time. And the lockdown just becomes a lot more deadly because those small nook and crannies that are spread across the entire map where you can hide from a Killjoy or lockdown, those nook and crannies are no longer safe. They're very dangerous to be in because one Astra pull and you're already going to get caught and you're already going to die on out. So let's head on down over onto the game and see what both of these teams are going to be showcasing to us here, Assassin, because honestly, I'm ready for a couple of different strategies, and for the side of Gen X and the side of T69, go in for a couple of different plays and show us a completely new strategy, because on Haven, you cannot play it the exact same way as it's said.
So the thing is that Haven being an attacker side of map as well, Team T69 starting off on the attack is pretty good for them, but at the same time, we know for a fact that Gennex Esports have a tendency of making some incredible comebacks and, just doing some nutty things on that defense. So let's see what both of these teams are going to do. I mean, I really don't want to go ahead and, take any sides, but I do feel like that it's going to be a very close affair.
Oh. That was a nutty shot coming on down through from the side of Sammy and Strex, ladies and gentlemen. They were able to clean everything up. Cloud, although on the back end, they're going to be able to survive. They're going to be able to go in for a couple plays for themselves. Strex gets another kill down towards the back end. But at the same time, Betray and Dragon Slayer, they're the last couple of players remaining. And at this stage, on this 4 versus 2, the round just started here, Assassin, and it's already over. And it seems as though the side of T69, they started things off on the right foot, and their attacking side looks quite strong, but at the same time, Betray. Man, Assassin, I gave this player this highlight right at the very end of the second map. You can exactly see why.
Yeah, and to be honest, I feel like, Dragon Slayer in a 1 versus 2 situation with not a lot to work around with, but a classic. He does have like a couple of stars left, so that might just work out for him. But at the same time, 1 versus 2, right? Like 2 of the players from Side Team T69 might just go ahead and take him down, but oh, never mind! Dragon Slayer, trust me, if he had the time, he had this. Don't you think so? Like, if he had the time, he had this.
Yeah, he would have had this for sure. I think that he could have used a lot more of his stars to maybe get himself a play. The gravity well was there. The stun was there as well. He could have done a lot more, to say the very least. But at the same time, hey, in these high pressure situations, I always say this, especially on those pistol rounds, it just gets a lot more harder. And he just didn't have that time. Beautiful play coming on down to front side of T69 to run down the clock. But at the very end of it all, Assassin, what's the silver lining here? Yes, they did lose out on the pistol round, so no harm, no foul. But the fact that Dragon Slayer was able to get those kills right at the very end and not give those kills away towards the side of the spike basically means that, hey, Fox is a little bit closer to his ultimate, and so is Dragon Slayer. And that Cosmic Divide for the defensive side would be so crucial for a lot of those defender-sided retakes, because as soon as that Cosmic Divide goes on down through, the A side can be played for a full retake with no one holding that one singular sideline, while all of the other members can go down towards the side of B, go down towards the side of C, go in for a proper stack, and make sure that those sides are not takeable whatsoever. But at the same time, it feels as though the side of T69, they're expecting this. Going in for this forced buy, they're heading on down forward, and they're expecting a kill to go on down towards the other side of the hill.
So right now we're going to be seeing Team T69 just exploding over towards the A side. They knew for a fact that it is just down to one player to try and hold on over towards the A side, and that was Rio. But Rio, he swiftly made his way back towards the defense side of spawn, and now they're going to be playing it out for the retake. So 5 versus 5 retake. It's going to be very awkward for sure, but not to forget, we are to see some really good shots coming out from the side of Team Gennex Esports as well. Gennex Esports, despite IronQ having that, Marshall is only going to be able to get himself 1 frag, whereas Dragon Slayer, being the final player, jumps out from the tower's position, gets taken down, and with that, the second round of the board comes on for the side of T69. So now it's high time that Gennex Esports go ahead and pull out their full buy. But hey, we all know what happened on the map of Ascent, right? It was actually Team T69 to just go ahead and get that 3rd round of the board as well, despite the full buy coming out from the side of Gennex Esports.
Let's just see what you can expect coming on down from the side of Gennex, because their strategy really does revolve a lot around going in for those consistent plays and then going in for those consistent shots. But at the same time, with this slowing down, the side of T69, they should be at that advantage, because now they have that run it back available. They have that free at first initial peak, but with the shots going on down through Sammy, he wants to try and survive. He wants to try and go in for a play for himself. They're not really expecting this. They don't know where Sami is. He does get that first initial dig down on the Dragon Slayer. He's gonna be able to swing left. He's gonna be able to swing right. And Sami, he does get a triple kill for himself in such a beautiful succession fashion, with his buddy ended on his side. And that is already done and dusted, ladies and gentlemen. It's gonna be IronQ versus the entire world all by himself. And Assassin, I don't know if our buddy Ion can actually pull this one off and go in for this possible clutch. It's better to opt to go in for that save, because having that Phantom for yourself at the bare minimum could be the only silver lining and that last ray of hope for that eco round coming on down through.
Well, as I said, right, this is T69 for you. Like, T69, they just go ahead and do what we all think is just impossible. And wow, talking about impossible things, IronQ, how did you make that possible?
Oh, no.
Yeah, Sammy's gonna come in with a little bit of a flank, and he's gonna get himself that quad. But hey, I mean, Sammy, I guess
we don't talk about
Yeah, I mean it's okay to just go a little bit easy on the players from the side of Gennex Esports. I mean, I know
Yeah.
for a fact that they, took a lot of your time and have dragged this game to map number 3 Haven, but hey, it's okay.
Yeah, you can go in for an easy one tap. You don't need to spray their body downs like that. Like, I understand that you're mad at them and you want to make them suffer, but at the same time, just take it a little bit easy, my man. And drink some cha in the process as well. But when we go down forward, things are just
Hey,
gonna be
come
looking.
on.
No, come on, man. Don't do me like that. Okay, let me have this moment. So moving on down to this round in particular, it is gonna be battle up again, falling asleep just a tiny little bit. Rio's gonna be able to survive with that sheriff in his hand, going in for a couple of shots. It's just gonna hurt a tiny little bit more because that man advantage would have helped so much for this execution. But look at down towards the other side, ladies and gentlemen. The push is gonna be coming out down through Sami gets that first initial kill, but at the same time, Dragon Slayer, a couple of slaps to the forehead. He's gonna be able to take down both Sami and Strix down towards the back end, but still, Fox simply to get those trades off. And with these trades, it's gonna be a 2 versus 2 situation coming on down through for the side of the attackers. And now things are looking up because look at the scoreboard and look at the minimap as well, ladies and gentlemen. It is gonna be both of the clones facing off against one another. So who's gonna win the clone war here, Assassin? That's gonna be the real question.
Feel aggressive. If you take a look at the amount of utilities left out as well, right, from the side of team T69 actually. Just look at Edit 99. Like, he's got himself both the shotguns left out, but hey, Fox is not gonna have a life as Edit 99. Well, all he has to do is just play the time. He has to play the time and he's going to wait for Rio to just stick the half defuse as well. Edit 99 is going to go in for the peek and he's going to get the frag as well. Edit 99, well, he's going to go ahead and send out a message that, hey, I don't even have to use the shock darts in order to kill you. I can just peek and take you down because you are sticking it. You're just sticking that defuse. Why would you do that? You know for a fact that I'm right around the corner. Yeah, I mean, pros don't fake, but hey, you gotta fake it sometimes, man. Otherwise, you are not gonna be able to win it out.
Completely true. Rio, he could have played that just a little bit better, but once again, high pressure situation.
Yeah, actually,
So,
to be honest, I actually thought that Rio is gonna go in for the fight first. Like, he had the time, right? I thought that he's gonna go ahead and head-on face Edit 99 over there towards the shot position, but fortunately, he didn't do that, and that was his demise.
Edit, he likes to live the world right at the very edge and the brink of defeat. Like, he nearly got headshotted by a couple of those spam shots coming on down through, but one Edit is gonna be doing is gonna be a couple of more different plays, but at the same time, Dragon Slayer! What was that? Sami! He just played, like, was he Mario for a second? He literally looked like Mario, just jumping up and down, trying to dodge the shots from the side of Dragon Slayer, but at the same time, INQ not going to go in for that first initial shot that he could have taken, and this is really smart. He can easily try and survive, but INQ is gonna whip that first initial shot, and he's gonna whip the second as well. The movement just not on point, and Ion not having the best of days when it comes down to his operator aim, and that's gonna hurt a lot towards the side of Gennex, ladies and gentlemen. Battle of the spot on the shoulder of Clouda. He's trying to go in for a couple of shots. He's jiggling in left, he's jiggling in right. Gonna be able to take down Edit, but Bad Love gets that immediate trade with a classic right click straight to the forehead to take him on down out. But at the same time, Assassin, Sami, what did he just pull off there?
Yeah, Sammy, I mean,
Mario or Luigi?
I'm not sure, like, why you're even surprised. Sammy is known for that, right?
Okay, no. You have to say something that he was either looking like Mario or Luigi. Like,
I guess that was
around.
I guess that was more of a Mario show. That's for sure. I mean, Luigi is kind of, I don't think so. He just jumps that fast. But Dragon Slayer has to be fast right now. He has to escape out of the situation, but he won't be able to do so. Fox is gonna take him down. We're gonna be seeing the lockdown being utilized as well.
Oh,
I'm not really sure. Yeah, I'm not really sure why that investment came in for the lockdown. It is nothing but the interesting.
Assassin,
Sammy,
is that you?
I guess yes. That Sammy is me. I still remember the unrated game we played, but hey, I guess it is gonna be time for T69 to remember that they are a man down and they need to survive. They have to get out of this radius and they need to play it out for the afterplan situation as well. It is gonna be time for the ultimate to come in as well from Strix, but unfortunately, his body is gonna be out there in the open, and it's gonna be Cloud and Betray to take down both the players and put up that first on the board for the side of Team Gennex Esports.
Assassin, this was a thrifty round from the side of Gennex.
Yeah, it was a thrifty indeed. But actually,
I'm
I would pretty
confused,
much
man.
call it a. I would pretty much call it a buy because 4 players still had a Phantom. So
Yeah, but it's like I was so confused of what just happened in this one round. Like a lot of the players were pushing angles that they shouldn't really be pushing. Think people were dying in places they shouldn't really be dying. So in a way, I don't know what happened in this round. I think that the entirety of T69, they got a little bit too excited and they did pay the ultimate price for it. But INQ, he knew exactly where Strix was going to be holding, waiting for that angle peak. He's going to be able to spot out that shoulder, going for that first initial shot, and things are just going to be looking up a little bit more. But the push coming on down towards the angle of Garage, all the members of the side of the defense, they need to be a little bit more careful and they need to try and position themselves a little bit more differently because there is no turret from the side of that Killjoy. And this Killjoy could just be that deciding factor to change pretty much everything. But with that first initial spot coming on down through Ion, he knows exactly where the members from the side of the attack are going to be holding out at towards that Garage angle. Switched up their position, holding down towards the angle of Garage, while his buddy Clouda is going to be towards the side of C-Long, feeding all the information down towards the side of the defenders. They know for a fact that no C-Take is coming just yet, so they need to bolster their defenses down towards the A side and towards that B side. Okay.
So Clouda right now has taken that. He has taken that aggressive angle over towards the C-Long position as well, and they've got a lot of information out of this, and they know for a fact that the entirety of T69 are trying to move it over towards the A side, and there comes the Cosmic Divide and the entry of Fox alongside Edit 99 onto the A side as well. Edit 99 is going to plant the spike, and we are going to be seeing the entirety of Team T69 just fall back and play it out for the after plant once again. Edit 99's ultimate is not ready, by the way, so we still need to be really close when it comes down to defending the side as well. Clouda's coming in with a backstab of his own, and Edit 99 needs to get this frag, and he will. Hustle shot coming out from Edit 99, but there's the opposite side Cosmic Divide. The side of Team Gennex Esports. It is going to be betrayed to try and get the frag on towards Sammy. He will do that. And INQ to take down 99 to put up that second round of the board for the side of Team Gennex Esports. 5-2, ladies and gentlemen, as it looks like the Gennex Esports finally reading the entire setup coming out from the side of Team T69. And in T69, well, that was just a lot of map control given away into the hands of Team Gennex Esports, in my opinion.
Yeah, I completely agree with you there. They just opted to go in for that push a little bit more towards the angle of that Killjoy, maybe using a little bit more of their utility to get them that level of control down towards the side of the window. Sorry, towards the side of Garage window. It would have been a little bit more different, and it feels as though they're using a lot of their utility so sparingly. When you have so much utility, just use it. It's better to use your utility than regret not using it previously, and that's what we are already seeing, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful gravity walls coming on down through from both sides, being able to dodge out the shot coming on down through from the side of Iron. You have to give it down towards the side of the attackers to try and circumvent a lot of these pushes. And Sabi, he's hunting down his twin sister. He's not going to be able to get that kill though because Dragon Slayer and Betray. They're holding down the sides and making sure that Ion gets his final kill down on the edit as well. And honestly, that defensive round, that attacking round just started, and it's pretty much already over. Assassin, do you want to try and break that one down? Because honestly, I don't know what to break down in that round.
Yeah, it was pretty much a quick triple coming out from the side of Team Gennex Esports as well, and I'm not even surprised, to be honest. Like, Gennex Esports, the way they just are reading the entirety of T69 right now. I feel like T69 are sort of losing a lot of real estate in and around the map. Like, they just need to... Oh, nice little flash, by the way, and INQ is going to be completely blind as a bat. He's going to try and get the frag on towards Sammy, which he will. Nicely done, Sammy. He shouldn't have gone in for that peak, but at the same time, I don't blame him. He wouldn't have expected INQ to, again, go in for that peak. Because mostly players don't re-peek that angle once they're just flashed. So they try and take a different position. Just try and reposition themselves in a way where they are going to emerge victorious in a 1v1 duel. So, yeah. In a 4 vs 5 situation, I feel like Team T69, once again, trying to, explore some avenues over towards the A side, especially Fox. Just look at how aggressive he is. Has he got any idea that Rio is right around the corner? Rio's got his recon dart ready as well. He's actually going for that swing, and he's going to find the frag on towards Fox. No, never mind. Rio's gonna mess up and no, Bad Love. He comes in to help out Fox. Bad Love is just such an aim star. As INQ, he has made his way towards the A side with that operator from B, and Fox is gonna take him down as well. don't tell me that T69 are going to go ahead and just turn this around. As Red99 has got his ultimate ready and he is holding that long position. He's looking out for possible flanks. And I guess he should just be eyeing out for this player with the name of Betray. No! Oh my god, Red99, what did you do with the airstrikes with that operator? To take the frag on towards Betray in a 2 vs 2 situation. They can still make this happen. Dragon Slayer is going to drop in a smoke so that he can quickly go ahead and tap this spike as well. And we are going to be seeing Strix dropping in that hot hand. Fox is down to 5 HP. If he just steps in to that flame wall, he's going to be down to 1 HP or something like that. We're going to be seeing Dragon Slayer go ahead and stick the defuse as well. It's going to be Fox to get taken down as well. It's going to be down to Strix in a 1 versus 2 situation. And unfortunately, you won't be able to do anything, as it is going to be Gennex Esports putting up the 4th round on the board. And there's just going to be a run away from tying things up on the board as well.
I feel as though the side of T69, they're having a really rough time when it comes down to the post-plant holds. And I want them to play it a little bit more aggressively. Assassin, the amount of times they're playing a lot of these rounds defensively, heading on down towards the side of A short, heading on down towards the side of A long. Yes, it's understandable, but only when you are on a man advantage. You should never ever hold these sidelines whenever you're facing off against this composition, primarily because of one thing. Whenever you're holding it down against this composition, there's too much utility, too many smokes for you to count, and too many smokes for you to spam through. And unless you have that third player on your arsenal to go in for the spam with you, you're just not going to be able to find that kill. You're just not going to be able to deny that defuse. That's why playing a little bit more aggressively towards the angle of green box, or maybe underside of hell, or near graffiti, would have given that small little bit of an advantage. And I feel as though T69, they're just falling under just a tiny little bit, but at the same time, Strix! What was that spray control, man? Assassin? Come on. You have to say that that was crispy level of spray control.
I mean, he's just very proficient with that spray, so I feel like he's just gonna go ahead and do what he's best at. Betray right now? Well, we know for a fact that he's best at getting all of these heads. And you mentioned it as well, that Betray put up a really good performance on the map of Ascent. And I guess he's sort of trying to get it done on the map of Haven as well. Sammy right now, oh no, this is not a good move. Oh, he still managed to fire the frag. Betray did not see that coming, and I guess IonQ is not going to see Sammy coming from the garage position, and that is going to be the updraft to go ahead and distract IonQ. And Bad Love is going to come in and get that frag instead. Nicely done, man. 6th round of the board for the side of Team T69, and I feel like Gennex Esports. Well, will they be able to tie things up with the scoreboard before we move on towards the second half, or is T69 just going to go ahead and walk away with the lead?
It's like you're asking me, Assassin, is this match scripted or not, and I don't really know. It could be scripted. We are just casters. We don't know what's going to be happening down towards the back end. Things could just go down over to that 6-6 scoreline, and everyone in chat is going to scream at us. But hey, these esports athletes, they know what they're doing. So let's just see. They should be able to pull off a possible 6-6 scoreline before we do head on down over to the next half. But at the same time, things are just not looking up. And as you can already see, Strix, he spots out a little bit of an over-aggressive Cloud, and with the help of the gravity ball coming in down through from the side of Bad Love, it's just already present. And Cloud was like, just let me go, man. Just let me go. What have I done to you? What did I do to you? And it's going to be IonQ getting that revenge kill down on the edit for using that 100 Fury on his buddies. And with that, things are going to be heading on down over to that 3 versus 3 situation once again. But at the same time, Rio just fell asleep there. Got caught with his pants down. With that, that's going to be another kill on the board for the side of Team C69. And at this point, trying to go in for this clutch assassin, yeah, it's nearly impossible.
It is. Like, there's absolutely no way that Team Gennex Esports are going to be able to bring it back. Because look how aggressive T69 are, right? They go ahead, claim their land onto the seaside. They further go ahead and invade into enemy territory as well. They move it over towards the defender side of spawn. And they claim even more real estate. Like, wow, it's just insane. You see how T69 are just going ahead and making that happen. True Viking style, by the way.
This stage, I really gotta see what they're gonna be bringing on down to the table, because Ion, he's walking down into a death trap, and Sami, you just don't do Ion like that. It feels as though Sami is like the literal kryptonite of IonQ at this point. Strix is gonna be able to chime on in with another kill for themselves. An assassin Should I really call it? Should I really say that this is going to be going on down over to the 8-4 scoreline? Because if I do say it, I feel as though this could just be another clutch coming on down from the side of the defenders. I don't think I have to worry though. It's fine. Okay, no, wait, maybe?
Maybe you need to. Maybe you need to worry. Because Betray, man, he's bringing it back. But no. It's going to be him to get taken down by the hands of Strix. And, well, it's all but over, man. The first half is done and dusted. And it is not going to be the 6-6 that we expected. It's going to be 8-4 instead. As we move on towards round number 13. 8 rounds on the board for the side of team T69. And now is the time for Gennex Esports to shine. They are on the attack. This being an attacker side of map, I want Gennex Esports to just go ahead and get it all back, tie things up with the scoreboard, take the lead, drag this to overtime, do whatever the hell you want, but just, you know, make this worth it. Like, you can't go down like this, Gennex. We know that you can do better.
And Gennex as a team, they know what to expect. They know what they can do on the map of Haven, but it felt as though their defensive side was just getting crumbled under the raw, aggressive plays coming on down through from the side of T69, and they were ready for those plays, and they knew what to expect coming on down through as well. But it feels as though a little bit too much aggression from the side of T69 could cause them quite a lot. But all the members of the side of Gennex, they're like, hey, we know for a fact that there are 3 members down towards that A side, so the C side has to be empty. But that empty side is really dangerous to go into, considering a lot of the utility that is present down towards that side as well. It's gonna be Battle getting the first initial kill down on Rio. Battle gonna be able to get one more. Battle gonna be able to get his third as well. He's looking for his fourth. He knows exactly where the fourth is gonna be holding, but he does miss out on that headshot. But still, hey, don't worry. His buddy Fox is right on that angle. He's gonna be able to get one more for himself, and Edit at the very end is like shock dart. I'm gonna use my bow and arrow, get that final kill down on the Betray, and send it down over onto a 9-4 scoreline. Beautifully done from the side of T6.
It's like, you know, Bad Love is one of those guys who might have gone through something and, you know, sort of...
He's an anime protagonist.
Yeah, he's like an anime protagonist where he has gone through certain things and he has some pain and suffering that he's just, you know, unleashing in the form of frags and destruction. Like, Bad Love. Come on, man. Who hurt you? Tell me the name.
That's why his name is Bad Love.
Yeah.
You have to remember something.
Oh yeah, kind of makes sense. But hey, for now though, Strix has to come to an understanding and make sense of what he's trying to do. Because I've got no idea why would he face off that shorty like that.
Yeah, he was going up against 3 players that I think that he was not really expecting it, and he was just not ready for it. And with that first initial Spectre now going in the hands of the side of the attackers, things are not going to be looking on up, but the dynamic duo of Edit and Sammy, they're still holding down the fort. They should be able to go in for a play, but at the same time, Ion, he's going to get another kill down onto the back end, but his shots just do not connect. And it is going to be Battle of getting that first initial kill, but with that B-side plan going on down through this eco round is already very much successful, because you do have to remember, ladies and gentlemen, on these eco rounds, your main objective is to try and go in for a plan, and everything else is going to be secondary. But at the same time, these secondary objectives are being fulfilled beautifully from the side of Clouda, and of course, the side of... Okay, I'm just not going to say anything. Edit, this is a game of Valorant. You're supposed to use your guns to keep moving, not a bow and arrow. But Edit, I don't think he got that memo. He's like, shock dart here, shock dart there. Get all of the kills and just finish everyone off. Assassin, do you want to say anything to Edit? Because I don't know what to say.
I mean, I don't have to say anything because Edit 99, we know that he tends to do this. He goes ahead and finishes things off in style with that shock dart kills and whatnot. So, Edit 99, good job, buddy. Keep it up. But
He's
hey,
just having a fun time. He doesn't need to shoot his gun.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm gonna let you guys.
So I'm not even gonna lie, right? I'm not even gonna lie. Edit 99 is a true visionary. Like, he's like, guys, in the near future, we might just run out of ammo and bullets, alright? We're just gonna preserve ammo. We're just gonna use the utilities that have been given to us. So he goes ahead, uses up the shock darts in order to get all of these kills, inflict damage. And he's like, I'm just gonna preserve the ammo for future games, man. Because, you know, we're just gonna run out of ammo and bullets. The world is gonna come to an end. But hey, we're just rambling about stuff because there's a little bit of a tech pause that is gonna be called in as well. So round number 15. Actually, it's a tactical pause, not a tech pause. My bad. Heard it wrong. So yeah, it is a tactical pause, which is gonna be coming in as well for round number 15. So we're just gonna, you know, have a little bit of a fun talk about Edit 99 and his shock dart, and also talk about what to expect in this specific round is the pause has been called off, and judging from the positioning coming out from the side of Gennex Esports, it looks like that they're just going to spread around the A side and the middle position as well.
Now with the pushes coming in down through, they're taking it a little bit more slow, not really a fast execution, not really a slow one either. They're trying to get a little bit of avenue. They're trying to get tiny little bit of information as much as they possibly can before they opt to go in for that push. They know for a fact that Fox is holding on down towards the side of ceiling. That's the only form of information that they do have. But opting to play for the C side completely on a retake assassin, I don't know how I feel about that, because now they need to make that decision. It's either go C or either go A, but they're thinking it a little bit too much. This overthinking could just be the demise of the side of Gennex if they are not careful. So you need to remember, Assassin, that the double digits are already on the board for the side of the defenders. So now T69, they're at that massive advantage. A flash in hand is gonna be able to get that kill, but the timing is just not gonna be in his favor. Instead, it's gonna be Dragon Slayer getting a bit of a kill down on the Strix. And Sammy, he's stuck between a rock and a hard place, and if he's just able to find one kill, that's all that he needs. He's actually going to be able to find two and make things even just a little bit more, and it's going to be able to chime out and get one more kill for himself, but he jumps at the wrong time at the scroll wheel jump! Again, Assassin, the scroll wheel jump. It's happening again.
Yeah, I mean, I still remember my co-caster,
Spike
you know,
planted.
he mentioning the fact that you should never have scroll wheel as your jump bind, but it looks like that it looks like that most of the players still tend to do that.
I feel bad for Fox, man. Fox is like, give me that Vandal. I want that Vandal. No, I pick up a Spectre. I pick up a Bulldog. No, I know, I just want the Vandal, man. Picks up the Spectre again. He's like, I'm done with this. I'm gonna pick this up and then just throws the Vandal away. Be like, I don't want to. The Phantom is just better. I like you, Fox. You understand my ideology.
But hey, so as I was saying, right, my co-caster, Adi. When we used to cast, Adi used to tell me every single time that so there used to be a lot of moments like these where people have got their scroll wheel up as their jump bind to just, you know, get those easy B hops in. But unfortunately, most of the times when it's a very crucial situation, their mouse just gives up on them, and the scroll wheel, it just makes them jump. You know, Adi always used to be like, that is the exact same reason why in my professional career I never use a scroll wheel as a jump. But hey, Sammy, well, it looks like that he is going to go ahead and show us some insane flicks with the Marshall. He is going to inflict some damage on towards two players. So let's see if he's going to be able to finish off what he started or not. Rio is definitely going to find himself a frag towards the C side, but there is Bad Love once again tapping away all of these players, but unfortunately gets tapped instead by Clouda. It's going to be Clouda's running back getting ready, so we are to expect him trying to get some information and some frags as well, but Sammy still over there with that specific Marshall against there as well. Edit 99 with that ultimate, the Hunter's Fury. Gets himself a frag, looking for the final kill, but IonQ is just way too better, and he's just way too good. A 2-2 situation, and we are going to be seeing the ult ready from the side of...
Look at Clouda.
Yeah, where exactly is Clouda?
He's at Garage.
Yeah.
Oh no, what is happening? What is this play? You went for a wraparound rotation and another wraparound from the side of Clouda down towards the side of defender side and Spawn as well.
30 seconds left.
What just happened here, Assassin? This was a massive big brain play. The entirety of T69, they're bamboozled. They don't know what to expect. They don't know Clouda's position. Clouda can easily go in for one kill. He's gonna be able to find it out as well. But Sammy, he gets the final kill down and the final nail, the coffin as well on towards the grave of Clouda. But now, it's going to be IonQ and Sammy, the two Jets facing off against one another, and it feels as though this is going to be a massive big brain play from the side of IonQ. He's playing the time, and he's playing it so risky as well, Assassin. I don't like this. Things are just going to be working out so beautifully, and Sammy, he read the situation. Game sense on point. And once again, Sammy, he's that kryptonite that I was talking about. And IonQ, he just can't read this singular Jet player from the side of T69.
Match point.
It feels as though Sammy, he's just literally reading IonQ like an open book.
Like, no matter what role you put Sammy in, whether it be on the Raze, whether it be on the Killjoy, whether it be on, you know, something like the Jet, it won't matter. He is still gonna go ahead, put up the numbers in terms of the fragging department, and Sammy is just insane. So before Fox, right? I mean, before the actual five-man lineup for the side of Team T69 as well, when Fox wasn't playing, when he was taking a break or something. I'm not really sure what happened. I did not go ahead and follow that. But I still remember Sammy. No, whenever Strix and Binks used to play, Binks used to pick up the Raze, Strix used to be on the Jet, and Sammy used to play the Killjoy. Like, even then, Sammy used to be, sometimes he used to be the top fragger with already being on double digits when it's like the 5th or the 6th round. Like, he's just insane. And I can't stress this enough, but T69, yeah, Sammy is definitely an invaluable asset. And I guess, once again, talking about the beast himself, he's going to go ahead and try and get the frag. Yes, he will. That's Betray going down. I guess he might just connect the frag on towards one more player. There's going to be the enemy Jet to try and inflict a lot of damage on towards him. One player is going to be detained, and that is going to be the Phoenix. That is going to be Clouda to go ahead and take him down. Strix, good night. And it's going to be time for Bad Love to come in and take down Clouda as well. That's right. Bad Love is going to capitalize on top of that. Specific distraction provided by his comrade. It's going to be Dragon Slayer to take down Bad Love, his nemesis. Picking up the Vandal. Looks like that Edit 99 is going to see the death of his friend right in front of his eyes, and that is going to make him angry as he's going to spot out Rio, but Rio is just going to be quicker. That's right. I guess that Fox... There's no time though, and the Dragon Slayer has to go in for the plant. Fox has got himself the Odin. He has to change weapons, which he will. He's going to pick up the Vandal. He's going to try and come in from the middle position. Yeah, they know. They know for a fact that he is coming in from here. Rio, with that recon dart, is going to gain the information that, hey, Fox is coming in from the B mains area, and Rio, he has to coordinate with Dragon Slayer, and to get this unit, they have to go in for the peak. Otherwise, they're just going to give individual one-on-ones. And there you have it. The coordination comes in. Rio goes down, but there's Dragon Slayer to take down Fox instead.
But at the same time, Assassin, this is match point on a 5-12 scoreline. What can you do here is the real question, because when you are down so many rounds, a lot of the pressure now falls upon you to not make a single mistake, because a single mistake equals to another loss, and that one more loss is not just going to lose out on a map, it's going to lose out on the entire set. Because you do need to remember, ladies and gentlemen, this is the last map of this best of 3. It was a 1-1 scoreline where the side of Gennex were able to come on down for a possible clutch, but at the same time, Fox just swings the corner and just slaps Clouda in the forehead. It's going to be one Phoenix for the other. With that, all of the members of the side of the defense, they're trying to take advanced positions. Edit could just be good for 1 kill, and at the max 2.
Well, you know what?
No. He's gonna be good for 4. Wow. He's gonna be good for 4. I'm not even gonna say anything, Assassin.
I'm done. I am legit just done. What the hell was that from Edit? And why did the entirety of Gennex Esports just move it over towards the A-main like that? It's just light it up for Edit 99 as he goes ahead. He goes ahead and gets himself a quad. That's right. It's just insane to see Edit 99 just go full ham like that. But what's more insane is that T69 are going to go ahead and win out this specific match. But I feel for Gennex Esports. You didn't mention Gen G. I just wanted to quickly remind you. No. So you did say Gen G, right? So I just wanted to quickly remind you of that. Day before yesterday, we had 2 of the teams just going head on against each other, and then there was one team that was just using the strats coming out from the side of Gen G as well. So that's why Aggressive just kind of went in with the flow. But hey, Gennex Esports, I am pretty sure that if they went ahead and used some of the strats coming out from Gen G, maybe they could have got this specific match against Team T69. But overall, amazing performance coming out from both of these teams, especially T69 as well, to just go ahead and get it all back. The way they played on the map of Haven, I am pretty stoked to see T69 playing the map of Haven like that, because we know for a fact that Team T69, they're a team that kind of lack when it comes down to tactically reliant maps like Haven. So when it comes down to brutal tactics and big brain plays on the map like Haven, T69 they sort of struggle. But I feel like T69 they have just build themselves back, and they are sort of getting all of the strat books ready for their future tournaments as well, especially on tactically reliant maps like Haven, because that is the only weakness that T69 have. For maps like Bind, Split, they've got their strat books ready. They've got their Puggish style plus their strat heavy tactic ready as well for those specific maps. They just bring in the mixture of both. But then on a map like Haven, where teams like Velocity Gaming and Global Esports just go ahead and wreak havoc against all of these other teams, T69, they're slowly but surely making sure that they are also going to be equally strong among those teams as well. So let's quickly head on over towards the match highlights and see how exactly this specific map went for both of these teams in aggressive. I guess you have a lot to talk about it.
Personally, in my eyes, both of these teams, they could have just played it a tiny little bit more better. But at the same time, for the side of T69, I'm not going to say anything about them. They played this entire map so beautifully here, Assassin. And the way that they were playing it every single time just goes to show the proficiency that they have as a team when it comes down to being a lot more about those team playing coordination tactics. They didn't really pull off any form of rocket science. On a couple of rounds, yes, they tried to pull off rocket science, but they failed horribly. But it's completely fine. They're trying to learn. They're trying to make those plays happen. But just look at this play coming on down from the side of Sammy and that immediate swing from the side of Strix. They have that communication between each other. That is the main crucial part of Valorant. Sometimes you don't need raw tactics. Sometimes you just need expert levels of communication, and the side of T69, they have exactly that. Every single time we see a big play happen from them, it's mainly because of their communication. But at the same time, when it came down to their own defensive side, you have to agree with me that the side of T69 had a lot more map control in comparison to anything else. So the map control is where the real fun will begin here, Assassin, because if the side of Gennex are not able to perform really well when it comes down to the map control tactics that the side of T69 have shown onto their own defensive side, things are just not going to be looking that up, and things are just not going to be looking that clean moving on down the line, because T69, they mean business. And as they're going to be moving up in this tournament, they're going to be they're going to be a huge factor in the following matchups.
But hey, not going to take anything away from the side of Gennex Esports as well, right? I mean, Gennex Esports, they put up a good performance, especially on the map of Ascent, where we did expect them to go ahead and take the victory, and they did. They did it in style. Even though Team T69, they did bring it back. It was a 13-11 as we closed out that specific map. But hey, Gennex Esports, not going to take anything away from you guys. You guys had a lot of fun, and you guys went ahead and put on a good performance as well. So keep your head high and just, go ahead and further keep on practicing as well. To be honest, it doesn't even matter because Gennex Esports is not actually your team. So if you take a look at it, right, there are players from different teams just coming together, all of these friends, forming a team for the Amazon Prime Day Valorant Championship. And this doesn't really, affect me. This specific loss doesn't affect me in a lot of way because I know for a fact that these guys just were here to have fun. And they did. They had tons and tons of fun, and they showed us some top-tier Valorant action as well. But yeah, I kind of wanted to see them winning as well against Team T69 today, but it's completely fine. Gennex Esports, it's perfectly justifiable. It's perfectly justifiable that they go ahead and they're just not able to bring in that element of surprise or that element of victory as well against teams like Team T69, because all 5 of these players from the side of Gennex Esports, they don't play together every single day, right? Like, they are part of different teams, they're part of different rosters. They're just here together, just having fun in the tournament, and they did that. They went ahead and gave a tough fight to the side of T69, but in the end, it's just T69 to rule over them and take away the victory and move on to the next stage of the Amazon Prime Day Valorant Championship as well, brought to you in association with LG Ultragear, Logitech, Steelseries, and Corsair. Well, that was one amazing game coming out from both of these teams, just like the amazing deals on the Amazon Prime Day sale happening on the 26th and 27th of July later this month. Some incredible deals coming out from our partners, LG Ultragear, Steelseries, Logitech, and Corsair. So head on over to the link down in the description below, or just click on the link in the chat box to head straight over towards the Amazon page and check out the Prime Day sale as well. But hey, aggressive, I absolutely enjoyed this specific best of 3, and I'm sure that you did as well. Any closing thoughts before we just close out the day?
Honestly, Gennex, you can perform even better. And if you guys want to make a team together as well, moving on down the line, hey, go for it, because their team synergy and coordination are on point every single time. But at the same time, one more parting word for the side of T69: never change, and memes will always reign supreme.
Yeah. And to be honest, you never really know, right? There are some speculations, there are some rumors flying around as well that some of the players from the side of Team Gennex Esports They are about to shift rosters here and there. You never really know. So,
Mhm.
hey, please go ahead and check out all of these players on their social media handles to just maybe, go ahead and have a insight as to what exactly are going to be the organizations that they are going to go ahead and choose as well. They're going to be seeing a lot of spicy roster shuffles happening throughout the year and so on as well, because we know for a fact that these teams, they do tend to go ahead and shift. Sometimes it just doesn't work out, and it's completely justifiable as well. And you could just see that synergy, that coordination as well, if you are in a perfect team. So
Yep.
yeah. Anyways, with that out of the way, we are pretty much done with day number 7 for the Amazon Prime Day Valorant Championship. It was an amazing day for sure. We had an amazing best of 3. Thanks a lot to each and every viewer for tuning into the stream and enjoying the specific best of 3 as well with us casters and analysts. And to be honest, I can't wait to see what day number 8 has to offer. So I want you guys to go ahead and click on the subscribe button down below and also hit that bell notification icon to never miss another update the next time we go live. We are going to be coming back tomorrow with another best of 3 quarterfinal match. So please don't forget to tune in at 11 a.m. And me and Aggressive are going to be catching you guys tomorrow at that time. So until then, you guys watching the Amazon Prime Day Valorant Championship, brought to you in association with LG Ultragear, Logitech, SteelSeries, and Corsair. We're going to be seeing you guys tomorrow. Goodbye. Have a great day.